right, let's see. Turning everything on here, Walter. Fair warning to you.
All right.
Let's see. All right, I believe that we are feeding out to the peoples of the world, the universe, and the Americas. I believe that we are feeding out to the folks out there. What's up, people? These are the very last days of November 2023. You are joining us live on Utreon, so we can hold up shooters. This one is this not even my gun right here. This is a VP9 right here from HK that I just received in. Oh, let's see. Hold on. BabyFace coming in here in a minute. So, yes, we go live on player so that we could actually hold shooters like this. Oh, look at BabyFace. Oh, Python. There he goes, showing off the Python. Walter's got, I have no idea what that is. CZ.
CZ52.
CZ52, boom. Looks kind of familiar.
I got things from you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. So, yes, if you're joining us, of course, live, you know this. But if you're listening to this later on in audio, you want to know where to join us live, go to player/Who Moved My Freedom. We put this up on YouTube later on as well, but YouTube won't let us go live and hold guns here. So if you're joining us later on YouTube, you want to know where to catch the show live. It's on Player, Who Moved My Freedom podcast.
Player.
Most Mondays. I don't know how many Mondays we have left in this year that we could actually do the show because people need breaks. All kinds of stuff like that going on. So, shout out to everyone out there. I think the audio's good, right? Everyone can hear us. No complaints. Everything's good. Let's kick this off.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, bada boom, bada bing. We are all up in the thing. What's going on, dudes? You like that one, right? You like that? That caught you by surprise.
Well, I'm all up in it, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're all up in it here. Can we do jazz hands? Come on, let's do jazz hands. There you go, jazz hands. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on because we are live. This is episode 1008. 1008.
Wow.
Of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, FreeForAll Monday. What's up?
I want to give a shout out straight away to a friend of mine named RD. And let me tell you, there is no harm in doing blue collar work. He went and a couple years ago had a kid, became a stay-at-home dad, started his own, not contracting, but like home repair business. Mm-hmm. Texted me today and said that he was he's working on this old woman's house. Her husband died a year ago, and lo and behold, I have a whole bunch of guns that I need to get rid of.
Whoa!
Those
look good.
He came home with Smith & Wesson. Let's see what he told me.
Jeez.
Smith & Wesson 1955, which is a 45 ACP. A Llama Comanche in 22. A Star model in 45. A Star model in 30. I don't know what that one is. An M43 Fire Star, which I'm going to see if I can get off of him.
There you go.
What else? He had a couple.
Is he selling these things?
No, I don't think so. He's into guns too, and he texted. I was like, "Hey, look what I got!" And I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
Well, shout out to whoever he is.
Pays off every now and then.
Yeah. DLD After Dark is out there. He says RD ... I don't know what that means. You'd have to figure what Dark is trying to say with that one. It's some kind of, you millennials like to do these deep cut, things that no one fucking knows what you're talking about. Shout out to everyone out there. Let's see who's out there. I see Cujo74 is out there. Shout out to him. He says, "Evening. Are you excited about the Cybertruck?" Yes, I'm excited.
Oh, I'll tell you about that. You just
Oh.
a little bit of time here. I'll tell you about his excitement.
Shout out to 42 Chill, Jade Grew, Shooting Gallery is out there as well. Shooting Gallery, what's up? He says, what's crack-a-lacking? Night Train is out there. He says, the world is on fire.
So what should we do? We should go to the beach and diddle ourselves.
We'll get into that too. We'll get into that too. Yeah, this is episode 1008. Like I said, it's Free for All Monday. Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms is here joining me. There he goes. Boom. Let's see. What's your hat? What hat is that you're wearing? Let me see.
This is one I picked up at Rock Veteran.
Oh, Shooter's Choice. Oh, from IV 88, 88, 88.
Yeah, it fits really nice. It's
okay.
It's dark, so.
Oh, very nice. It looks a nice target. Shows people exactly where to give you that headshot and that big cranium.
Oh, that's not nice. Come on.
And let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay, Walter, that's kind of mean. I apologize.
Friend, man.
I apologize, Walter. Babyface P is rocking. That is that a Barnauls hat? There you go.
It's the same one I always wear. I love this Barnauls hat so much.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see that. You can see that thing has never.
He had to catch that thing before the show. Put it on.
Yeah, exactly. It's alive.
I had to soak this thing one time because it was so nasty.
Yeah. Has that thing ever seen a washing machine?
Yeah, I had to leave it in dish detergent for a while one time. It was disgusting. I love it. This is the best hat.
It's got some of that stain too, but this thing is better than the washing machine. It don't come out. Once it's in, it don't come out. So.
Yeah. I guess once you wash a hat, is it ruined? Is it toast? No. You can wash it. Yeah, you can wash it and bring it back. All right. So what's up with you guys? What's going on? Let's start there. What's up with you all? Who wants to go first on their weekend?
Holiday weekend debacle.
The holiday. What was the holiday weekend debacle?
Well, no debacle, just the whole weekend. Thanksgiving.
I love
turkey.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do?
Yeah. What'd you do, Patrick, for Thanksgiving?
Went to family, ate way too much food, and then unfortunately had to drive back because Marley had to work on Friday. But I love it. I think Thanksgiving's one of my favorite holidays.
You know what's funny? We were all in Tampa for Thanksgiving.
What were you doing there?
That's where. Do you not look at the?
Oh, the Cybertruck.
Yes, the Cybertruck was in Tampa. Damn it!
You were Friday.
Okay, yeah, well, not Thanksgiving. I tried to go Thanksgiving. Walter wouldn't go with me on Thanksgiving.
Let me tell you. Okay, so Thanksgiving we cooked the turkey, ate with my family in the backyard. It was a real nice day out.
Mm-hmm.
I fried a turkey. I made a short of it. It's on Dirtfoot Racing's YouTube channel. A short, but it's amazing. Sometimes you make these goofy little shorts that you think nothing of. God, show me cooking a turkey, right? Frying a turkey.
Yep.
It's got over 7,000 views.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
I mean, for me, that's
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so we did that Thursday. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Friday morning, I'm in my bed with my significant other, and we're enjoying each other's company, so to speak.
It was your what was it?
No, wait a minute now. The text is the phone's going and she looks at us and goes, Hank's coming in to see the Cybertruck. He said he'll be there at 8. And when we looked at it, it was fucking 8 o'clock. That's when he texted me. It's like, so he got up at the crack of freaking dawn from where he lives, two plus hours away.
I was not trying to wait in line.
Drove all the way to Tampa to the International Plaza to see the Cybertruck.
Friday?
Yeah, well, it was there. It was there since the Wednesday. It was there since the Wednesday, but I found out Thursday, and I called Walter, and Walter was like, "Not gonna happen." Wasn't trying to hear it.
Then my phone's buzzing some more, and I'm like, I'm not gonna stop right now and answer the phone, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when I do answer it, I call him back. He's like, "Oh, we're on our way back home already." It was only like 10 minutes.
Yeah. In and out, just like you probably were.
I know.
Yeah. And Lola was, look, I'll show you a picture. Lola wasn't too mad at being up early in the morning.
To go look at a car.
She wasn't too mad at me.
What did she get in return?
Absolutely nada. Absolutely
my
nada.
God. You didn't go look at watches, no jewelry.
No, that place was 8 o'clock in the morning. The parking lot was already full.
Yeah,
on Friday, I guess Black Friday.
Oh yeah, it's Black Friday at the mall. Of course it was.
Yeah, it was teenagers.
Yeah,
a bunch of teenage girls running around.
There was no way on this planet I was going to get up and go to the mall that morning. No way.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at the Tesla place because everyone hadn't really figured it out yet. Just people who are walking by, like, people see a line for something and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, I need to get on that line." So, but we got there early. I tried to call Walter and he was busy doing the Fandango or whatever. I was gonna take him out to breakfast, and pay for it this time, but you missed out on that one.
Peggy said the same thing. Oh, we'll go out to eat with him, and it's like, oh, he's already on his way home. Fuck, he's home.
Yeah.
So
I called and I figured when you didn't answer that, I was like, well, either they are sleeping or whatever else is going on. So some kind of hokey pokey is happening here.
Hokey pokey.
So, yeah. But you know what? It was cool. It was cool to actually see the Cybertruck because, people say that you don't really, know what it looks like until you see it with your own eyes.
I look at the picture you sent of the ass end of the thing, and I think it's fugly.
You think it's ugly?
Yeah. The ass end of it is like a freaking. They just chopped it off. It's a box,
front, right?
Yeah, this is the front. Yeah, it's got a kind of snubby nose kind of thing going on.
I can live with that.
It's like a DeLorean. Yeah, it's like a DeLorean.
No, that's not DeLorean.
In the front. Yeah, it's DeLorean-ish. It's like if
it's same color. Okay.
Yeah, stainless steel. And so far as we know, Elon might be on drugs, but he's not selling coke. The FBI has it. I'm trying to find out where's
he's
on
the government's coke machine. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to see where were the pictures of the back. I don't have pictures.
It needs something.
Oh, you know what? Let me see. I think. Oh, here's video. I'll roll in some video that I shot of it here. And this has the back end of it. That's what we're going to here. It's really cool. I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised by it when you see it in person. Cameras can't really. So this is what you don't like right here, the back.
That's weird.
Yeah, thank you. It's too sharp.
That's weird looking.
Too sharp.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Because you're a Tesla mark, that's why.
No, I wouldn't say that, but listen, when Elon and the rest of the crew over there at Tesla were designing this, they had lots of different designs. I actually found this picture for you guys somewhere that I wanted to share with you of their idea board. Someone put out a picture of the idea board, right, that they were working on. But the thing that happened is one of his kids said to him, "How come the future doesn't look like the future?" And I think that's why they wanted to go, that's why they went with this. But here, I'll show you the idea board. Hold on. Boom! So this is when they were thinking about it. So this is, I forgot the name of the designer right here. What the hell is his name? It'll come to me. But anyway, that's the guy who designs this guy right here.
Tesla. That is the Tesla designer?
Yeah, that's the Tesla designer. That's Musk, and I don't know who that dude is. But right here, if we zoom in, this was what was on their idea board, right?
I like the more truck designs. Some of those more trucky looking designs I kind of like more.
And now this is the other stuff on the idea board. So DeLorean right there. This is, you know what that is? Who knows what that is?
Is that a Bond?
That's a Lotus, James Bond Lotus.
Yeah, Lotus from James Bond. There you go. RoboCop is in there.
Mm-hmm. Everybody who was covered in stainless steel.
Right, yeah. And then here's some other stuff, some RoboCop. Looks like Mad Max vehicles and stuff like that in here. That's what. Oh, that's a little bit of Tron right there. Little Tron vehicle here. So that was all the stuff that they were inspired by. I think they did a good job. It's the future of trucks. The future of trucks. And
I wouldn't go that far.
We'll see.
I wouldn't go that far.
There's some pretty cool stuff in it.
You gotta remember what a truck is for.
What is a truck for?
truck is for hauling things. A
Right,
truck
right.
is not just so you can say you're driving around. That's like a sport utility. What the fuck
Truck.
is a sport utility?
So let me ask you this: What
It
do
reminds me of
Americans?
traveling.
What do Americans use their pickup trucks for more? Okay, what do Americans? And let's look at people here in Florida. So for sure, a lot of people who, if you've
Depends
got a
where you live.
landscaping business and stuff like that, you get a pickup truck, right? But most people, it's just for show. It's just fancy. We go to SEMA all the time. We see trucks that cost $500,000 out there at SEMA,
That's
and they are.
ridiculous. That
How
is
They are
the
not
most
work
ridiculous.
truck.
back up. Woo, woo, woo. How many of those are actually driven by people on the road? Come on.
Here in Florida, I see a lot of trucks that
$500,000 truck.
I see a lot of trucks here in Florida lifted. They got the lights underneath, and they do all kinds of crazy shit
It's not
to it.
$500,000 though.
It's not a work truck. I see little tiny chicks that are about 4'2", somehow climbing into lifted pickup trucks. Am I making that up? I'm not the. I'm not
Lifted
the
pickup
only one.
trucks are ridiculous.
Yeah. So.
To me, that's a status symbol. A lifted
Yeah.
pickup truck is like it's like
Oh.
a donked out car for black people. That's like the redneck donker. It
Well,
is a lifted
there
pickup
are-
truck, 100%.
There are trucks
Yeah, those with the
that-
rims that are on
guys
them.
that put the front end way up in the air. You
Yep.
seen what some of the old? You ever seen those videos where the old people talk about?
I've
those?
seen them front end up. I've seen them lots of different crazy ass configurations.
Yeah, the great thing
Yeah.
about that nowadays is you don't even have to pay to see them front end, back end, left side, right
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
There's websites for all of it.
Night Train says,
Oh
"What
wait,
do
we're still
Americans?"
talking about trucks.
Night Train said, "What do Americans use their pickup trucks for?" You asked. To harass and intimidate other drivers.
Kind of, yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
So I live in the country, and I think it's more like what Patrick is saying. A lot of these country kids out here in the country,
It's a
they're
status
rocking
symbol.
pickup trucks. Yeah, it's a status thing.
Well, you know, the other
Black
thing-
and white, by the way. Black and white.
It's
all
a
the
country
kids-
status symbol.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what a truck costs nowadays? Just a base model is going for like 45 to 55.
And
Yeah.
that's a whole nother
Yeah.
discussion too about
Yeah.
how bad we're getting fucked on our vehicles here in this country.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think
There's
for
that
lots of
article
different
about-
reasons. Go
The
ahead, Walt.
the main reason is the government. The
Yes,
are-
100%.
Government,
article about
lawyers.
the stories about the
It's the E
Jimny
EPA.
for $14,000.
The
And,
Suzuki
you know-
Jimny you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That was a
Which
fun
is-
vehicle to.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, Lola
all-
says
all-
that designer's name is Franz. That's Franz Van Holzhausen.
Franz, yeah.
Franz, yeah. He's American. He's
Side.
American. He's American.
My name is Franz.
Yeah.
But it sounds European, yeah.
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 But he's American.
Yeah, Volga coming on, yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of your people, Walter.
It's the
Van
best
Holzhausen.
You gotta, it could be, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a good designer. He's a good designer. Elon Musk actually so initially when they were making the first Tesla, the Roadster, that was actually
Is
it
the
was
Tesla Roadster, was that ever actually released?
yeah, it was released. There if you try to buy them now, they're
Buy
really
them?
expensive, yeah.
Do they no longer exist or something?
No, they exist. They exist. They just cost a lot of money because those are the first Teslas. But they were built off of a Lotus, like we saw in that thing. They were built off
like
of a
designed
Lotus.
after a Lotus, you mean? Like
No,
it looks like a Lotus?
they bought the bodies from Lotus and then
Oh.
converted them to electric, and that's why it costs a ridiculous amount of money. And Tesla almost went out of business. So Elon Musk went back to white paper to design it, and Franz was working. I think he worked for Audi. I think he was working for Mazda or something at the time, and he happened to be in California. And Musk invited him over to SpaceX, and
You see,
like,
real
and then
quick,
you know
is it
hired
just
him.
me, Are designers of things like that totally overrated? Like the stuff that was on that board, I could have
Yeah,
clubbed those
yeah.
ideas together, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I
just
don't.
me.
But every Tesla since then, so the Model S, the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model
don't-
X, were
I
all
don't think
designed
they
by
have broken-
Franz.
I don't think they have broken any ground on those designs. I think they are adequate for what they are intended to be, but I don't see them as like, holy cow, I want to drop my pants to that.
Well,
No, I think he's a pretty good designer. Nowadays, you're seeing a lot of cars looking like Teslas on the road, but when they first started coming out, there was nothing looking like that. And I think the best design was the Model Y up until the Cybertruck. The Model Y looked awesome.
Here,
The Tesla,
let's do
the
a
Tesla
little
car, the
card.
four-door car, looks like every other sedan to me. It has very little difference.
The one that started it all in the recent slope design stuff, the Ford Taurus and the Ford when that came out, it had this rounded type
Round
shape.
Tauruses, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a while. That was back in the 90s.
90s
And
Tauruses.
And when they first come out, you looked at them and you're like, "Oh, that thing's ugly."
Well, so you know why that is, right? It's aerodynamics. I mean, aerodynamics is a steady, it's a set law on Earth based on Earth's gravity and how physics works.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'm gonna throw one at you here, and you're gonna go, "Ooh, the Volkswagen Rabbit."
The Volkswagen Rabbit from when?
The original Rabbit, the Fiat Strada design was, when I understand, back in the old, was pretty aerodynamic too, but it's a fugly little shitbox, like a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's a disposable car.
I'm trying to see. Are you talking about the modern Volkswagen Rabbit, or?
I'm talking about the Volkswagen Rabbit that started back in the 70s.
Like these right here? Like these?
Yep, those little guys.
And these are supposed to be aerodynamic?
Relatively efficient, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to have stainless steel and rounded to be.
So the thing about aerodynamics today, and today's way of thinking about it, is slipperiness. If that's a word.
Let's go. It has never changed, Hank Strange. Slipperiness goes back to the German World War II the Germans had the first wind tunnels. The Germans had huge wind tunnels. We were pissing around with little dinky ones, and they had real wind tunnels, and that slipperiness came about back in that day.
I mean, I think what you want is the yes, and it winds up looking like a fish. Ultimately, everything looks like a fish, right? You want the air to just go.
There.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
That's what all the
a mako shark.
Yeah, that's what all these designs.
Mako shark is a good one.
Yeah, and this is the Model Y right here that I'm showing, for example. I mean, I think that's where you're going. But I think, we're gonna take a break here actually, and then we'll come right back and we'll argue about this. And Lola wants to know what Walther was talking. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lola says, why are Americans getting screwed on cars?
The EPA is my answer.
Yeah.
Walther might say more.
And insurance companies / lawyers.
Yeah. Politicians, lawyers.
Why am I forced into this? Look at that Jimny is a fine example. Has airbags, has all these safety
got everything
features.
to be imported.
It's made in
100%.
Japan by the Japanese. They don't do this crazy stuff in it like we do. Like, with nothing, like it's made in Pakistan or something.
Yeah. What is the name of the guy? What's the name of the guy that wrote the books Unsafe at Any Speed? Remember what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Hold on.
I'll just say this. If you look at numbers, and numbers will tell the truth about most things.
Right.
People dying in auto accidents probably hasn't decreased any since all these new gizmos has been added.
So this is the book that started it all right here. Unsafe at Any Speed, the Design-in Dangers of the American Automobile by Ralph Nader. Remember that dude?
Really?
Does anyone remember Ralph Nader?
Yeah, Ralph Nader, yeah. So
yeah, he started all this shit.
Yeah, it's not Ralph's fault. It's look at that Jimny. Back to the Jimny.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't that here?
Because of all the laws, it's not crash tested and blah blah blah. It doesn't have the requirements.
It is basically the California Gun Registry. The what should we call it? It's not safe enough to have your Gen 4 Glock 17 on this because you haven't paid us money, so you can't have it in California.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Sorry, it's crap. It's it's a way to prevent. Yeah, well,
it's a way to make money, I think.
Well, yeah, it's over-regulated.
It definitely builds in money for certain organizations. It locks in. There's a whole bunch of stuff that got locked in when they did all of this. Yeah,
it's like
unions.
ATF.
Make sure
if
unions
you don't
get
have
there.
any NFA stuff, you have no ATF.
Yeah.
I would say yes, all of that is true, but the other thing that's going on with cars, there's a bunch of stuff happening. I think that is a big thing. Okay, let's realize we do have inflation. That's a big part of what's going on with the cost of every damn thing. That inflation's a thing.
14,000 Jimny, you're not there yet. Keep going.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
I know, but
Keep
listen,
going.
inflation is definitely. So you're saying inflation is not a factor? There's been no inflation
if
in
the
America
Japanese,
in the last 30, 50 years. There's been no inflation.
If the Japanese can make and sell that and make money for 14,000, inflation is not the problem. Keep going.
Okay, so
keep going. Find an answer. I mean, I'm not here.
It's a lot of things. I mean, I agreed with you, but
EPA is one of them.
EPA is the biggest one to me.
Unrealistic emission standards. Which
That's
is the
100% the problem.
Which is part of that whole. We're going to do away with combustion by making it harder and harder. Oh, look what we have! We have electric.
Unrealistic regulations, unrealistic standards means that the EPA gets money from everybody that
I think every car that exists right now is affected. It's not like electric cars are the only expensive things. So regular ICE cars are ridiculously expensive.
I agree with that.
So it's not necessarily the thing.
mean,
So here's the thing on inflation. Hold on one second. During the observation period from 1960 to 2022, the average inflation rate was 3.8% per year. Overall, the price increase was 903.96%. An item that cost $100 in 1960 cost $1,003.96 at the beginning of 2023.
But that's not just inflation; that's the devaluation of the dollar.
That's the problem.
Which pushes inflation forward.
Causes inflation.
Yeah.
And,
So.
And the idea that somehow we have to be on the same level as the rest of these 2-bit countries all over the world.
Yeah. So another big thing I think that has to, like you were talking about the EPA, I would agree with that, but another big thing that's affecting the price of cars is something called CAFE standards, which is basic California.
EPA?
California,
well, why do we have to follow California standards? Who gives two fucks about California?
Because they're so big that they're almost like a country, and when they set these stupid, I don't agree with it, but when they set these stupid laws for California, so here's the thing, so manufacturers making cars can't afford to make two different cars, one for California and one for the rest of the country or the world.
Watch what happens when they don't make it for California. Watch what happens to the California.
Oh, that's what I say. I say let California build their own shit.
Yeah.
I agree with that completely.
But that's not how it's working.
But yeah, for the big motor companies are not going to lose money by not shipping to California. It won't happen.
So in the meantime, everybody, how does okay? So everybody's not rolling around in dough.
Mm-hmm.
So how does your 18, 19, 20-year-old person? How do they get a decent car?
They don't right now.
It's really it's if it's brand new, it's kind of tough.
It never used to be like that. Never, ever, my friend. I grew up in that whole period. You could pick up cheap.
Yeah, a used car is expensive these days. Used car.
My first car when I was 16 was a 1992 Mustang.
Okay.
And it was less than $1,200. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it had a bunch of miles on it, but I put another 100,000 miles on it until the engine blew up. But
so another interesting thing happened. This is all part of the puzzle. I don't think this is a big part though. But remember when they were crushing all the cars?
Yes, that absolutely ate into the used car market.
That was one of Obama's payback money schemes for
what was it called? The
cash
for clunkers. Fuck's sake.
That was a huge failure of a thing.
That's not the reason cars are so expensive.
No, I don't think it all goes together. You know what's another thing here if you look at? So what's a big part of the buying? Who has the most money for buying shit these days as a big group when you put it together?
People?
Women's. the ladies.
Yeah, women too.
Now, what kind of cars? What kind of cars are women buying?
More than men.
Yeah, what kind of cars are women buying? Are women buying little tiny? Are they buying little tiny?
Marley
you know,
just had us buy
efficient cars or
full-size
SUVs.
4Runner, and she is very happy with it. So.
Yes, the ladies want big cars. They want big cars, just like they want big, sexy men like us. But they want the.
I'm not too big and sexy anymore.
But but this is what women like. I mean, women like G-Wagons, for example. That's nuts.
I must be a because if I had the money, a G-Wagon is dope. I would drive one.
But women like all these big SUVs and things like that, and I kind of get it why, right? They wanna have all this metal around them. Yeah, they feel like Lola says. Lola likes a big SUV as well, and she's like, hey, I got to go do the shopping. I got to go here, go do this thing.
100% agree.
Yeah, so I think that because of that, that's what we're seeing getting sold the most. That's what they're manufacturing, and of course that's what they're pushing and bumping up the prices on. So I think all of those things, when you roll it up together, that's why they're ridiculous.
There's a lot of things that cause it all, but the most part is the government, I would say, and their over-regulation.
I think the government always gets in the way. I would agree. Well,
they get in the way of anything fun.
Yeah.
Anything. I mean, and nobody in this whole planet can tell me one program the government's involved with that's gotten better since the government got involved. Tell me one. There isn't one.
Yeah, you're not going to get that from me.
Run more efficiently or run better. Right.
DCG44 says, hell, Hank, half this new generation does not even drive.
A lot of them don't now. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's a new thing.
Yeah, that is a new thing. My kids drive. They just don't give a shit about cars because a lot of these kids, someone else is buying the cars for them.
Well, yeah, and I can tell. I have a friend here that Hank, that has military vehicles, and he has a son that wrecks everything he gets his hands on. And I said, how you fix that?
How do you do that?
Yeah, how do you fix that? He gets his hands on nothing.
Make him take the bus.
No, he gets his hands on nothing.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a shotgun or it's a bicycle or whatever. He gets nothing unless it's own.
Yeah. I don't understand how people are like that, where they just wreck cars all the time. I don't get it.
Oh, it's wreck cars. It's waterlogged four-wheel drive vehicles.
Yes, I think everyone's entitled. When you start driving, everyone's gets one. When you mess up a car. After that, you need to chill out.
Yes. I don't get it.
You go out with your buddies and you got to be Joe Badass. That's how.
I don't.
Well,
if you do that with your own money, your own car that you pay for, okay, fine. As long as you don't get in trouble, you don't go to jail, nobody dies. Okay, whatever.
Daddy,
but
it doesn't work anymore.
Well, that I think is one of the. Yeah, that's one of the problems I think of what's going on here.
You also have to be able to say no. No.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of people / parents can't say no, because then they're the bad guy.
Yeah. Do you guys remember there was a video? What was it? There was some video where these parents bought their daughter like a used Tesla or something because they were like, "Oh,
pissed. I
don't like this. I don't want this."
She threw the car keys. That had to be staged. I pretty much believe that was staged because
if that was real, I'd take those car keys up and pick a walk down.
You're walking everywhere.
Right up her ass.
Yeah, you're walking everywhere for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walt.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think that there's a whole bunch of different reasons. At the end of the day, I think it comes down to us, though. That's what I was gonna say. We're accepting this shit. So, and I think that for a long time, and I'm guilty of this just as much as anyone else out there. A lot of Americans are used to changing their cars every couple of years.
Absolutely.
And that's not a good thing.
No, there's no reason to buy a new car every year.
It's a good thing because it's a money pit.
It's horrible, yeah. It's a horrible thing to do.
You never get out of that money pit.
Yeah. That's one thing I'll give to you guys. I'll give that to Patrick. Patrick will drive a car into the ground.
Yeah, there's no reason to buy a new car.
He'll burn it, bury it, dig it up, and still keep driving it.
I was raised in a family of don't have much debt, try to pay your things off. Don't carry a huge amount of debt with you, and you drive a car for 10 years. Especially if you buy a nice one. This car that we just bought from Armory, this really nice 4Runner. When we went in there, I was like, yes, it's expensive. We know it's expensive, but you're gonna have this 4Runner for the next 10 years. Of your life.
Toyota's good. I mean,
yeah, it'll go to 300,000 miles. You're gonna have this forever. Get what you want. Get what you want in it.
Most cars nowadays are actually not bad cars. They're not making. There are some terrible cars out there, but they're not making really bad cars these days.
Nobody makes a bad car like they did, say, in the 70s. They're all mostly good, other than the Chevy Bolt or whatever that was lighting people's houses on fire. That's a piece of shit. But other than that, most every car is good to a certain standard. Yeah.
Yeah, Chevys are some bad cars. I have not had good experience with Chevys.
That's a pretty broad statement you just made.
I'm telling you, I've bought brand new Chevys that are terrible. That's why I'm over Chevy. Okay, the Suburban, good car. Suburban, good car.
260,000 miles on the Suburban. So.
Yeah, the Suburban's good.
A class of their own, though. Really, yeah.
I had one of the original Escalades, which was basically a Suburban.
You didn't like the Escalade? I heard they were great.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Okay, I was gonna say I've always heard the Escalades are really good cars.
That's from the same generation, I think, as Walter's Suburban is.
Yeah,
that was
probably
awesome. Yeah, and even the Cadillac Escalade, Suburban, all those things they're making nowadays are pretty good. But some other Chevys are just shit, man. I've had some just horrible Chevys, so I'm pretty much over Chevy. With the exception, I'll give Suburban, Escalade, like GM stuff, the big trucks.
Okay, I will say GM, and I guess it's kind of the same thing, but GM we've had good luck.
Yeah. What I'm talking about, like I had some economy. I'm trying to remember what was that Chevy that I had. Was it a Chevy Spark?
Marley,
one of those little Chevys.
The car we just got rid of from Marley was a GMC Terrain. It had 135,000 miles, and flawless vehicle. We never had a single issue with that vehicle in the entirety of its lifespan.
Okay.
Wild.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I was very impressed because even my Mustang is giving me shitloads of issues.
Yeah, your Mustang. I'm surprised how many problems you have with your Mustang.
And it's all electrical. Mechanical, it's fine. It's all electrical.
A lot of that's another reason why cars are so expensive now. There's
too many computerized.
In the '90s, if you had one computer in that car, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Today, the average car has, I'm going to say, probably 6 computers in it.
Oh,
at least.
Tons of
at least 6 computers. So
and things that you do not need, things that are just absolutely useless.
Yeah, like I said, my barber Mo has a GMC diesel, one of those big GMC diesel dualies, and
that's money right there.
And it has a computer for the transmission, and that thing has not been working for 2 years. He cannot go faster than 30 miles an hour. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's all because of the computerized
chip.
Something.
Yeah, because of the chip issue that's going on out there, and
no chip issue now. Sorry, there's no chip issue.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop.
I think people realize there still is, or at least that's what the companies are saying, that there's.
They
a
want
chip
you
issue.
to believe that. I don't think there should be any longer.
Stop
okay. So if I gave that to you, you would fix that issue, right, Walter? That's what you're saying?
No, first thing I would do is I'd find out the lawyer that's handling the class action lawsuit, and I'd get involved with that.
Yes,
and then I'd have my lawyers contact them and tell them that I'm going to drive it right through the front window of their place and leave it in their place if they don't fix the fucking thing. That's what I would tell them what I was going to do.
It's unbelievable that is still a
or it's not. It's not. At some point, the American brain out there that does these things and fixes things, that can flew to fly the moon, could do a fix for it. It's not like you're talking about. We're not talking about breaking into some encrypted system or something. It's a freaking car computer.
There's some kind of scheme going on there. We're gonna figure that out soon enough.
There's more to it than what they're letting on to.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more to it. Yeah, like I said, I'd drive it through the showroom front window and leave it there.
Yeah.
They can have their fucking car.
There's no way I'll be dealing with it still at this point. Yeah. for sure.
And, I mean, what does that
no.
vehicle cost? $80,000?
Yeah, he didn't buy it new. I don't know.
But
he
still,
bought it
that's
used,
an $80,000 vehicle that.
Yeah.
And diesels are supposed to run forever. That's the point of owning a diesel. You know. I want.
I think that they're also trying to push people out of diesels. That's another thing that they're trying to get rid of.
They don't want you in them any longer.
That's part of that electric scheme, my friend.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? I was showing Lola your video that you did, Walter, with when you were running from frying the turkeys. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why diesel engines are amazing.
They do not. That's
Let me
that's
see if
illegal.
I could find that.
They don't want you. That's back in the old days. A diesel was just a simple injector pump and an on-off switch. Now, and you could personally run just about anything through them with a little bit of preparation. Now with these, with the blue, you got to run the DEF fuel, that blue.
Oh yeah, that's. Yeah.
I mean, they've pussified the diesel engine so bad
On
trying
purpose.
to beat these.
Yeah. Look at Walter's getting some ads on his video, by the way.
Good for him.
Oh, well, that's because it's 26 minutes long or something. Come on.
Yeah. Boom.
I should have one from Mazzola.
You are wasting good fry oil, by the way. I'm so disappointed.
No.
Oh, you're supposed to use that a couple of different times. So in this
hell
video,
yeah.
Walter, he runs these two engines here on diesel. No, not diesel. On the fry oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was a
that's
good
what
video.
this is.
I was very entertained with it.
Am I getting that to play there? You guys need to check out this video. It's really cool.
The orange one was a friggin' champion.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who made the orange engine? Because that thing just ran. That just ran. The other one, you took your time.
Two different Chinese companies or brands over there.
Okay.
And you can find those engines on eBay, on Amazon. It's just your basic little diesel engine, you know. I mean, for a long time, if I'm not mistaken, the EPA didn't let those in the country.
Yeah. So the red one kept going out. What was the reason that the red one kept going out? Something was stuck in the oil in the fuel. I
started them first on diesel, and they fired both up right away on diesel. So when I switched over to the corn oil, the orange or yellow colored one still had some of that diesel in it, and it started and ran, then it went to the corn oil. I think the diesel fluid, the corn oil flowing through the red one's fuel filter was slow, because when I drained it, it came out kind of slow because the corn oil's denser than the diesel.
Big stuff.
And eventually it did catch on, and then it came to life and ran.
So the orange one had a wider cornhole, is what you're saying.
There you go. Right there. There's your stuff. There's your dinner right there.
Whatever that orange one, it was amazing because that thing just started running and kept running.
Well, think about it. I pulled. They've been sitting on the shelf for over a year. I pulled them off. First pull on the orange one has started with the diesel fuel. Boom, fired right up. If you try to do that with a gas engine, with the shitty gas we got, no way.
Yeah. But nowadays with a diesel engine with all the stuff on it, probably has some issues.
I guarantee.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back, talk about guns. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. All right, so we are back here, and there we go. I'm trying to make sure of my thing. Let's talk about some guns. First of all, did any of you guys get anything for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the freaking deals that are out there? Okay, Walter, what did you get?
Well, I'm out of a job at the moment.
No guns for you. No guns.
Oh,
for
trust me, he's still scheming on some guns.
I bought a tea maker. I was happy. I bought a $20 or $10 tea maker at Ollie's, and that made my day.
A $10
sweet tea. A $10 sweet tea maker. It's a Mr. Coffee brand, you put tea bag, you put sugar, you get sweet tea, and
Patrick is going into heavy miser mode.
$10
I bet you right now he's cutting out Starbucks. Starbucks has been.
I still
kicked.
get Dunkin' in the morning. That's my
Dunkin'.
treat.
No,
we don't go out to dinner anymore. We don't do any, but I do cook at home, and I am a pretty good cook. So Marley doesn't have any complaints. So
Okay, yeah, because she can crack that whip on you, like
yes,
keep you barefoot and something in the kitchen
what's
making
that?
food.
Swollen ankles.
Walter, you said you bought something. What'd you buy?
Yeah, I fell for a Bear Creek Arsenal advertisement.
Ooh.
I ordered a 308, a 22-inch 308 AR-10 upper, a 22-inch barrel 308, side charging 308 upper for $256, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Which was I thought kind of a steal. I've got some AR-10 lowers that aren't assembled. With those two things all put together, probably I'll have maybe 269, maybe
boy,
right around
math.
$400 for an AR-10.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I do some.
So side charging, that's pretty good. Does it flip over? Is it lefty, righty on the side
No, it
charging?
just stays on the right hand side.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
But
cool.
I figured, I don't. Yeah, 22-inch barrel. That's like a target shooting gun. It's like a, and I'm going. How
Battle rifle. Battle rifle.
How much was it?
$256, something like that. $265.
How do you beat that price?
How do you make that?
Yeah, they must just produce such a volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to. Kind of like Palmetto State Armory, the stuff they sell
Yeah.
sometimes. You have to move stuff. You got to keep moving it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like how Rich bought this VP9 in gray from PSA, and I forgot the deal he got, but he got a pretty good deal. Okay, VP9 9mm, 3 magazines. Was it $4.99? Yeah, $4.99. So pretty nice, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know when he's coming to get it.
I sent those guys a text the other day about a Gen 2 Glock.
Oh yeah.
I know, and I was so
the
tempted
long
to buy another one, but I was like, I don't really need another Gen 2 Glock.
Yeah, I tried to convince Lola, and she was like, "And why do you need this?"
I knew that was going on because nobody said, "Wow, I'm gonna get one." Wow. It was quiet. It's like,
no, I saw the text, and I've been trying not to look at deals at all because I was good the other day. We were gonna go to the local gun store. It was just the baby and I, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to the gun store. There's no reason to go to the gun store.
Back in the day when I didn't have any money at all, back when I was single and that, I didn't go to a gun show if I didn't have any money because it's just like torture.
It is. That's why I was like, I don't need to go.
Why do I want to go torture myself and look at stuff I can't buy?
Yep.
It's like
Too much temptation.
I have so many things on my plate already at the moment, in a good way. I have 2 projects on the bench that I got to finish up, and I have a special guest coming to the house on Wednesday that I'm hoping will end positively for me.
Wait, hold on. A special guest? Are you pimping yourself out now?
I mean, is the U.S. government a whore, or am I? Is the U.S. government?
Oh, I see.
I'm a whore.
he has an appointment.
Okay, the government's getting it for free.
I have an appointment on.
You're paying them for the privilege.
Yes, for the privilege to be
getting bent over. Yeah. Okay. No, listen. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so that was my.
I have definitely spent too much money this year. I can tell you that right now.
This year turned up for you though, didn't it? Like you've had a good increase in revenue.
Yeah, I mean it's been the van thing has been good and everything, and I've been really busy, but yeah, we're probably getting a little bit too crazy. Lola has pretty much locked me down right now. From any spending activities. I think I've gone way, way far over the line. I don't do something unless I overdo it. So then when I realize, then I go,
it's too late.
Yeah, I gotta. No, I try to chill out for a little while, and behave myself until Lola forgets that I have made a lot of problems.
This shopping season, I really haven't seen stuff that I was like, had to tear the keyboard up to try to get to the sale.
And so far as guns?
Ammo, guns,
okay,
whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen some decent deals on ammo, but no more decent that were before Black Friday. So
I agree, 100%.
So would you say you're doing more selling than buying? Or not selling either? No, or like guns in general. Yeah.
There was a perfect example of how I felt this Black Friday went, or the deals this Black Friday. Somebody posting Best Buy Black Friday. Well, two of them. One, the market's got to suck because somebody walked through their local Best Buy like Friday evening and it was just stacks of TVs, which that never happens during a good economy. Two, there was another video of somebody that was like, "Oh, it was like $650 for this TV. Look, Black Friday deal," and they pulled the sale sign that was behind the Black Friday one. And it's the same price. It was like, oh, sale, $650. It's like, oh, let's just put that back real quick.
Yeah, well, first of all, TVs have gotten insane. Like for the money, yes, yeah,
Yeah,
and
you get
cheap
a lot of bang for your buck.
and high features for very little money. Massive TVs with like the best brilliance that your human eyeballs can't even see. God has not given you the gifts to see the pixels.
We're not capable of it.
That's a selling scheme, by the way. Like at Costco, you go in there and they're like bright, brilliant, and all this stuff. That's because they have the best cable connection in the world, and people take them home and plug them in, and they go,
"What the hell is this?"
You know, they got their bargain cable going on or something.
People don't realize that even a lot of regular cable channels aren't in HD, much less 4K. Very little is in 4K. A little bit more is in full HD, but even still, like, I turn on the cable and it looks like shit.
And do you have cable or do you?
We don't. I use an app that somebody else pays for that has cable.
Your neighbor?
Family. My parents pay for cable.
Yeah, I haven't had cable or any kind of TV for more than a decade. Yeah, more than a decade.
But you also remember that just because you have 5G or what the fuck it is, that doesn't mean that show you're watching or that movie
everything's compressed. Yeah.
And that kind of quality to get that sharpness. And,
the only way to get really good true 4K is to go buy a Blu-ray player and watch Blu-ray DVDs.
Yeah.
Or Blu-rays. That's the only way. Anything over
your eyes can't see it. Your eyes cannot. Your brain cannot. Your brain can't process the awesomeness. There's no point to it. But TVs are amazing, and I think that there's gonna be big trouble in that space because TVs are so good that if you have to buy, like, I'm not gonna buy a TV now until my TV totally goes out.
There's no reason to. We had a 4K. The only thing I wouldn't mind doing is going a little bit bigger. We got a 50-inch 4K, but it's a nice Samsung panel, and I paid like $400, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, but you can get a 70-inch these days, man, for $600.
Nothing.
Yeah. A nice 70-inch, you know. So something's going to break there. Everyone's not going to stay in business in that particular thing. But yeah, I see that 42 Chill says 12K. Yeah, they're past 4K. I think they're past 8K.
Yeah. When you say they, I mean it's there's capabilities if you have like a red camera and the perfect equipment, but nobody else is doing that. I mean, you and I have talked about this before. Even for us to do 4K on YouTube is just not worth it. The workflow is a massive pain in the ass. The file sizes are enormously huge.
What's the payback?
And then nobody's watching them in 4K.
Yeah, so the only payback, I do a couple of videos every now and then in 4K because all the cameras you buy now could do 4K. But it is a little bit more work to do it in 4K. The computers have gotten faster, so it is a little bit easier, and then you can basically, there's a way you can make what they call proxy files. So if you're working on something in 4K, you can have the software change it into a proxy. Yeah, so low-res proxy, then it edits it, and then when it puts it out in 4K. Then it takes forever to upload that shit. So you're gonna have to shrink that down.
Yeah,
it defeats the purpose of the whole thing.
And then they stifle your views. So
Here's the thing here's the reason why I do put up a couple of videos in 4K. YouTube is actually pushing 4K videos. Yeah. So I do it because they push the 4K videos, but what I've noticed is some people do 1080 and then blow it up to 4K and put it up just to trick YouTube. So, because how could you tell? Like we're saying, if most people looking at YouTube, how the hell would you be? If you're looking at a little tiny phone, you don't know. And if you're looking even on a TV, how are you going to know?
Have you looked at the percentage of people that watch on a phone versus on a TV or something?
Yeah.
It's not even
it's
close.
very small. Yeah, it's not.
Most people are on phones.
Yeah. We were supposed to be talking about guns. We're supposed to be talking about guns. Lola's gonna... Yeah. Oh, Walter's showing off a gun. What do you got, Walt?
Oh, what a beauty. What
Mark,
a beauty.
Hold that up. Hold it up.
Part,
Let's see
part
it.
2 stainless.
Gen 2 Beautimus. The ones that are atrocious to take apart.
Yeah, old school.
You know, I've never really... I guess you undo this thing on the back here, and you... Yeah, I've never really messed with it. But
Once you get good at it, it's not bad, but it's mostly a pain in the ass.
I find it's more difficult than taking apart a 1911.
so let's
1911
have a little... Let's do a little Ruger trivia here.
Okay.
What pistol inspired Bill Ruger on this one?
I
That
know
German.
the answer, and I'm not going to say it.
That German, what the
No.
hell is that thing? No?
Not German.
Not German. Huh.
It's
an
an
Axis
Nambu.
power. An Axis power.
The
Italian?
Japanese Nambu 14?
Nambu. The Nambu.
Oh, Nambu.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Nambu
oh.
pistol. That's what actually inspired him. He brought
Oh,
one back
okay.
or he saw one or something.
I mean,
Oh.
it has Ruger similarities. Yes. I mean, Luger similarities. I mean, we could. Hey, you know what? Let's have a side-by-side comparison.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
misconception. A lot of people think it was inspired by the Luger when it actually was the Nambu.
Oh, okay. By the way, DLD says, finish my government overreach paperwork and got my Geisley super duty. So he's happy. All right, here we go. Side by side. Okay.
Very
Mono
similar
Mono.
looking.
Ghetto Luger versus.
So that's Japanese. That gun that you have.
This is the Ghetto.
That's
Luger.
the Luger. Yeah. Oh, that's the
German
Luger. Yeah.
Luger.
Okay, that's the Luger. Okay.
So yes,
And-
they're very similar.
Yeah. How does the magazine eject in the Luger? The same way, right? From the bottom.
same way out the
But
bottom?
again, it
Luger
wasn't
has it.
necessarily. It wasn't the Luger that actually made Bill Ruger go that design. It was the Nambu at first, and then a little
Well,
bit of Luger.
The Nambu
okay.
has a similar bolt system that goes straight out the back. The
Yes.
Luger has the toggle thing, which is
Yes.
way more
Yep.
complicated. Yeah.
Oh, I
If you
see.
go look at a Nambu, I thought it was a Type 14, but I can't quite remember. But if you go look at the Nambu, it is freaking. You're like, oh yeah, okay, it's got the
So
same. bolt,
DLD
it's got
is
the same
saying, why do they call it the 2245?
because
The
it's a
grip
22
angle.
with a grip of a 1911.
Grip angle.
Yep.
Grip
it's all on the grip
angle, okay.
angle, where that one that Walter has the grip angle of the Nambu.
So is
slash,
this is the Type 14? Is this what you're
Yep,
talking
that's
about?
you see the look at the similarities. Look at the bolt that goes straight out the back of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's actually based on that.
Oh, okay. So
Which they're
yeah,
trash
it's a
guns,
little
by the
bigger.
way. The Japanese can make cars. The Japanese cannot make firearms.
Well-
Their small arms designs are garbage.
Okay, you guys are going to hate me when I tell you this, but I used to have 2 Nambus.
Don't tell me you
One
traded them
one
for
that
something.
had a holster with a bullet hole in it, supposedly from an Okinawa, and the other one was a kind of a junkyard dog Nambu, not very pretty. And I traded
did
them
you
or
do
sold
with
them. I sold them to get money to get a 16-foot inflatable boat.
You
Yes,
are,
you told that story before.
You are a devil. You are a demon in Walter's skin. That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
So what are they worth these days?
They're not
One
crazy.
that was on Okinawa is worth lots of money.
Nambus aren't as expensive as Lugers are in the
No.
market.
Yeah, there's no ammo. Nobody shoots them. They're just kind of
That just had a coolness factor you couldn't believe with a bullet hole.
The coolness of having one that was on Okinawa, that is freaking awesome.
That was a story I got from the person I bought it from.
That's
Okay.
super, super cool.
That's not necessarily authenticated, but it doesn't matter because you don't have
I
it.
don't
No.
have papers with it.
Yeah. That only matters to the dude who has it in his collection and has probably authenticated it. At this point, does anyone make like a Nambu reproduction or?
They're not popular because they were trash.
Okay.
The Japanese springs and stuff in them, or they lost their tension after a while.
Okay.
So to really shoot a Nambu, you have to replace the springs, and you got to fuss with them.
And
the
the ammo.
ammo's expensive.
Ammo's very difficult to find.
What was the round in there?
7x5 Nambu or something.
It's a little bottleneck cartridge, actually.
Okay, let's see here on the Wikipedias. By the way, I hear little Chromie V.
There you go. There you go. There's a Nambu round.
It's an 8mm Nambu. It
8
was
by
very
22.
anemic. It was almost as anemic as like a 32 ACP sort of thing. It was super anemic.
Yeah, not very. No power. No power.
No, I mean, you were shooting at little Japanese men. Maybe it would stop them, but shooting at big old American GIs was not good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what, Walt?
Hey.
Shame on you. That's all I can say.
That was.
We all have regrets in life.
Yeah,
I would say a Nambu for a boat is a big.
Well,
For an inflatable, not a boat. Not a boat.
Yeah.
An inflatable.
it's a cool inflatable, 16-foot inflatable. Yeah.
Do you still have it? Do you still have it?
Actually, I still do. It's in the shed, folded up.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I haven't had it out in years. I don't know if it'll still hold air and stuff, but yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least you still own it.
I still have the 25 horsepower Johnson outboard, which is valuable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that thing worth these days? You'd have to go look up and see what that inflate. You know what? In the apocalypse, it could be worth everything.
It went on 2 Boy Scout camping trips, canoe trips, and stuff like that.
Okay, so you got your money's worth out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went out. I went out in the bay with it with the boys and
Okay.
all that.
You got a lot.
Yes.
You got a lot of sentimental time behind it. That was probably
Memories.
worth more.
I have memories with it. Yes.
Yeah,
memories.
that's worth more
Yeah.
than an Nambu.
Yeah. And how are those boys treating you these days?
like
Like a
normal.
piggy bank.
Well, at least one thing about my boys, they didn't go out wreck. Well, I can't say that wrecking the car.
That they didn't wreck any cars? Is that what you were gonna say just now?
Spencer was in a car wreck and totaled a perfectly good.
Yeah.
Good car.
Yeah, a
But
nice
that-
Interceptor. Wasn't that an
That was-
Interceptor that you had?
No. He had a Ford that we bought from Charlotte County, the low mile Ford 4-door. I forget what it was. It was a nice little car.
Okay.
Just your basic car. And then he pulled out in front of somebody and boom. But since then, there's been no more auto.
My dad's favorite story is when I was born. Mom's over there; she can't hear me. Well, I think when I was right before I was born, or right when I was born, he had a late '80s Capri, which was like the Fox Body Mustangs, the 5.0 GT. Had it, loved it, got that thing up to like 180, almost 200 miles an hour. Like it was maybe not quite that fast. It might have been 150, 160. Because those little Fox bodies were blazing fast. Sold it to somebody, and within like a month, I think he said, the person sped too quickly coming off an on-ramp or an off-ramp on the interstate, flipped it over and totaled the entire car. Didn't die.
Yeah.
It was lucky to be alive, but totaled out the car.
That's how it goes.
I had a friend growing up that had a 69 or the Mach 1 Mustang. The year that's one of the most popular years.
Yeah, that'd be a
Oh,
70, 71 or 72.
Yeah.
Not the long
yeah.
ones when they were still short. That car was fast, man. That car was a screamer. The last time I saw it, it was so ragged out. He drove the wheels off that car.
Isn't that the same thing that was in Diamonds Are Forever? Yeah. The Mach 1.
I don't know.
The Mach
I don't
1
know.
Mustang. Yeah, it was in Diamonds Are Forever.
That's in it's in. Does he have a
I'm
Mach
pretty sure.
1 in? What's the
we're gonna take a
assassin
break.
movie with Keanu Reeves?
The last one,
Wick?
John Wick.
John Wick. I thought he had a Mach 1 in John Wick.
The last one.
I haven't seen the latest, but the first and the second, I thought he had a Mach 1.
I don't think so.
Beautiful
We're gonna take
cars. I
we're
know
gonna
it's
take a
Mach
break
1.
and come back. Yeah, we're gonna be right back here.
Well, think about it.
Yeah. With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. Yeah, let's see here. Boom. So this is the Mach 1 here that was in
No,
Diamonds.
not that. That's too
It's
long.
not this one? Okay, this is the longer one.
That's,
Okay.
that's the ones when they grew and they got too big.
Yeah.
The 70s are terrible cars. No, it
Like
was
the
the
69.
69.
Yeah, this
was
was-
probably the one. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So yeah, then it was probably the earlier one then.
fastback
Yeah.
Mach 1.
Yeah.
Remember, Hank? Remember SEMA when the Ford had their electric Mustang there?
Yeah.
And off in the corner on the other opposite was a real Mach 1.
Right. Yes, and you were mad. Walter was.
And I was asking people in the crowd, which one would you rather have, the real one or this one? Everybody said the real one. The real one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
You know, Ford hasn't even been back to SEMA show since then. They have not been back.
Yeah.
They have
maybe
dropped.
They figure it's not worth it. They've always had a big area there.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I did see them at this SEMA show, but they had a little tiny booth somewhere because I remember I did a video. But they had a little tiny booth.
Who was in their space?
No one. In their space now. Was it? I think it's Toyota. I want to say Toyota or one of those companies.
Up on that ledge up high as you walk into that other hall. Yeah.
Lola would remember better than me. Okay, so speaking of all of this stuff, like Patrick was talking about the accident and all that kind of stuff. You want to talk about guns?
Cars. We're back on cars again.
accident.
So, do you guys remember this thing that happened at the, what was it called? The Rainbow, is it the Rainbow Bridge or here? This.
Okay.
Rainbow Bridge crash, Niagara Falls police warn against misinformation. So I think I showed you guys this. So this was that thing that was going on that they said initially they thought it was a terrorist thing, but it was basically two people in a Bentley, like an older Bentley that wouldn't stop and then hit like a hit one of these
Bentley
things.
Not stop.
I don't know, especially not an older one.
How many cars do that and explode right on impact?
I don't know.
It's a little bit fishy in my books. That's what I'm.
I mean, I've seen cars hit a little tiny ramp. If a car hits it, it could take off. I've seen it happen.
Yes, take off, fly, boom,
flip.
But explode?
No, explode. No, not like that.
That's a movie explosion there.
Yeah, gas tanks don't explode that easily.
Normally.
So unless it took off and hit something else. Yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe that Bentley had rocket fuel in it or jet fuel.
But it just seemed a little weird to me, that's all.
It's interesting that there was no way to stop this Bentley. I would want to know, maybe someone messed with that Bentley. Because, I mean, Bentleys... You can't even open up the engine and get into a Bentley, typically.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, you'd have to take it to. I believe it's Bentley. It's not Rolls Royce,
but that might be a brand new one.
Rolls wouldn't surprise me at all if that's how it was.
Yeah. So that's weird.
Just to flash off and explode on impact. That's. I don't know. It just seems. Am I wrong? Am I wrong to think that?
It's weird.
You're right.
It's weird.
And then as quick as they came out. Oh no! Don't think terrorism. No. Right away, it's like, do you remember how fast, let's talk about terrorism. Remember how fast they put Timothy McVeigh to death? How fast they executed him? He was convicted and tried and boom, right to the...
Out.
I've never seen anybody, because there was a lot more to that story than I think meets the eye, too, to begin with it. And they didn't want him chatting with anybody. Just an observation.
Yes, and what's his face also didn't hang himself.
No. And neither did that guy in the park that was a friend of Clinton shoot himself in the head twice with a handgun too.
If you can shoot yourself in the head twice, you are a real man.
You must have a binary. You must have had early binary. That's
Yeah. Armin Axis says, right, turn off the ignition, throw it in a different gear, whatever those things. I don't know. Those are not stick shift. But, that's weird, though, for a Bentley to not be able to stop. That's weird.
Yeah, and go...
What year was it?
It was all they say is older. I don't know.
I heard a figure of 120 miles an hour when it hit the thing. I mean, I don't know. That's what I thought I heard. But
on the highway, they must have passed those water barrels and stuff like that, right? That you could just crash into the water barrels.
Do they have a wiggly thing you got to go through? Or?
Yeah, or crash into the side. Like if you can't slow down or stop a car, smash it to those concrete barriers if they're there, and that friction will slow you down. But
Unless it was like some kind of suicidal thing. That does happen.
I'm so mad that the Kiss concert isn't happening. I'm gonna crash my Bentley into a truck.
yeah.
Come on.
So I don't know if we'll ever. I'm pretty sure there's lots of camera like footage of that whole thing. So
Yeah, I was surprised that what I found was all like to the side, no direct impacts. There's got to be one coming straight on where that car hit the. Because I'm sure they looked at those things coming, the cars coming straight on.
yeah,
to see
Bentley's a
tags
heavy
and stuff.
too. Bentley's a heavy car.
Oh, they're a pig. Yeah.
Yeah, those are heavy cars. So yeah, interesting. I don't know if we're gonna know what happened there. Okay, gun stuff for now. Okay, let's
I brought
see.
this out just to get Hank riled up a little bit. This is an HS 2000, which is now the Springfield.
Oh,
Springfield XD.
right.
This is
Uh-huh.
when this is
HS
before
products
Spring.
before.
Is this
HS.
pre crimes, war crimes, or post war crimes?
This is post-war crimes.
Oh, okay.
Croatia, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This
No,
is,
I'm talking about Springfield doing shenanigans.
Oh, doing their stuff. Yeah, the HS 2000 was way before.
Yeah, way
Springfield.
before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. If it's way before, it's okay, and if it's a bullpup, it's okay.
It gets an excuse.
Patrick, when this thing came out, it was like $199. And as soon as Springfield picked it up, they threw $125 on top of that.
For no good reason either.
And it's the exact same gun. Nothing.
The exact same
except
gun.
for
They
having-
don't even produce it. It's all done overseas. There's
all in
no
Croatia.
reason.
Yeah.
It's not even like it's built on American machinery or with American labor or anything.
It's got to cost them something to get it in and
Same
put it in a
amount that it was
different
costing
box.
some other country to bring it in.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I bought that way back. That was purchased probably in 2000. 2000. I first saw it at the SHOT Show in '99, the very first SHOT Show I ever went to, and of all places, New Orleans. And I was like, oh, that's a cool pistol. You know, it's got all these features. It's good. When they were cheap too. They had a little dinky booth. They had like just a 10 by 10 booth. The Croatians did. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Was there any other gun stuff? I'm looking to see if there's any other gun stuff we should be. Oh, well, this is not. Well, this is
Woman who
technically
diddled
gun.
her own fiddle.
This is technically gun stuff here. Did you see?
Oh,
Not
that's
Crumpy.
cool.
Crumpy wasn't diddling his own fiddle.
No.
No, Crumpy. Look at that.
Look at that stock.
Look
Where'd he
at that
get
stock on
awesome
his
stock?
MP5. You know, a KES.
Yeah.
Compact entry stock. And he gave you a shout out. I don't know if you saw his latest
I watched
video.
it, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking
Alright,
about
so-
the Virginia situation that's going on in
Yeah,
Virginia.
they're trying to push an assault weapons ban. Worse than assault. Pistols
Virgin-
included.
Virginia,
Wait,
of all
what?
places. Oh, yeah.
Virginia.
Pistol. I haven't watched it. I gotta go watch it. Pistols included.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Pistols included, yeah.
No,
It's
it
an
was in the
assault.
Constitution.
So,
It's an assault weapon.
yeah, it's an
Not
assault weapons ban that they're trying to push through.
Assault
Even a shotgun
firearm.
would be, because like Crump was saying, like a shotgun with 7 rounds would be considered an assault weapon.
That's insanity. That's
but
crazy.
remember these elections that happened because the Republicans had a heavy anti-abortion thing going. They lost a bunch of elections in Virginia, so the governor is a Republican in Virginia, but everything else shifted Democrat right now. So they're going to try to push. They're going to take advantage of that.
Hopefully,
push some
he
stuff
will veto anything. That's
Right,
all you can
hopefully.
hope for.
Yeah, that's what Crump was saying. So, but yeah, he gave you a nice shout out in there, Walt. So
No, I saw that. Well, what got me finally to get one over to him is he's showing his MP5K with this clunky old choke stock, side folding choke
Yeah,
stock.
the chokes.
And that thing's like a boat anchor.
Yeah.
So I said, John, man, you gotta throw that. I did a little video actually.
Gotta
John, you
upgrade.
take that. And I threw mine in the garbage can, the choke that I have. So I sent it to him, and
isn't that the classic? No, what's the classic
Choke.
thing? Yeah. Okay.
The MP5K, the choke is the classic
Okay.
stock for it.
yeah, but it's a pig. So it's heavy and it's bulky, and so I gave him a sexy compact infantry stuff.
Yes, very nice, very good looking. Night Train says Virginia is full of left-leaning Democrat government workers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're just across the border to where they to where they go to work.
Virginia's fallen a long way, man. That's shameful, Virginia.
Look at, I mean, you want to talk about falling? Look at places like Philadelphia, where liberty literally started, and
all
now
those
it's just
states,
drug addicts.
Massachusetts, New Hampshire,
Massachusetts, yeah.
all those places. Yeah, I mean, they're Connecticut, Battle of Concord, all that stuff. Those places were.
Wasn't the point of California to get away from the East Coast and to live in like freedom and liberty and find gold?
Yeah, California is a cowboy state. California is a cowboy state.
Explorers.
It's a shame that what it's turned into.
And miners and prostitutes. That's what California is about.
Yeah.
That's what America's about.
Yes.
Makes guns. People making guns. Yeah. Making whiskey. Having houses of ill repute. Gambling.
Yeah.
In the past it was the prostitutes. Now it's the frickin' the congressmen.
Homosexuals and immigrants.
Listen. What's the name of that? Republican congressman that is getting kicked out? Oh crap! What's his name? The guy who just completely faked everything.
They're actually kicking him out?
At some point, yes. I heard that he's very shortly here to be kicked out. What the hell is his name? One of the things that they caught that they did a report on what he was up to. Is it Santos? Yeah, George Santos. Yeah, one of the things they found out that he took campaign money and used it on Botox. Why?
My God.
There's no amount of Botox to save this dude. What? How did this guy even become a Republican and get elected? How did this happen? He's completely trolled the Republican Party. That guy is not a Republican. There's no way.
I don't know anything about any of them.
I'm telling you, this guy faked his way through George Santos. And yeah, so he's gonna finally get kicked out of there.
Well, I can tell you one way. Mm-hmm. His last name.
Mm-hmm. Possibly, yes.
Yeah, that's one thing. They were like, "Oh, let's get this.
We got us
Latino
a
up in there.
Token here. Let's see how far we can take this token."
Yeah, you got to be careful when people aren't actually. Listen. Hey, if you want to get lots of different people in there, I'm cool with that. But you need to make sure you know who you're putting in there. You
got to make sure that your quote unquote
check the pedigree.
Republican Party is actually Republicans, not undercover.
I really feel like he trolled them. We're going to see more of this. We're going to see more of someone like, transitioning, and then they're going to become a Republican and go, I'm down with this. And then Republicans are going to throw money at them.
Trying that. From Hawaii, she thinks she's going to find some
as a Republican,
somebody in the Republican Party to take her on.
The Republican Party's crap. I've got no respect for them.
Both are bad.
Yeah, they're both messed up. But Republicans are super bad. They are super bad. Shooting Gallery says main reason I left Mass was because of how it is now. Liberty was started and now died.
Yep, kicked off here, and then
there you go.
What you got?
Yeah. Armament and Axis says, hey, now we could grow our own weed in Ohio.
Oh boy, and you know what?
Okay.
If that's all, and I'm not saying it's Armament and Axis, but if that's your only concern, and a lot of people it is. That you can have your weed and smoke your weed anytime you want, you're done.
That's what they said in Colorado, but it hasn't worked.
Because it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
If that's your own, it's like abortion. If your only concern in the world is you can go abort kids, you're lost. You're done. You're finished. The country's finished. Over. It's a non-issue.
That's where we're at, though.
When the Chinese are doing the stuff they're doing and the Russians are playing their games they're doing, you're worried about whether you can smoke your weed. You might as well go smoke it till your head falls off because you're done.
Yeah, but weed goes along with the bread and circuses, right? Just stuff that keeps people distracted and confused.
That's exactly my thought. Exactly is that weed is circus.
I do what I want, man. Yeah, you do what you want.
It keeps you happy. It keeps you not thinking about what else is going on. 100%, I think.
That's where the universal basic income thing is coming from.
You will spend your money on drugs.
Yeah. If you think cars are bad now, wait till that happens.
I got no problem if you want to smoke weed and do all that stuff. But Look what the feds just said about people smoke weed and buying guns.
What did they say?
They said that you got mental problems. You can't do it.
Yep, they're saying
Okay,
it's
so
illegal.
they don't want to drop those
If you
restrictions.
think they're going to let up on the 4473, you got another thing coming. They're not letting up on no 4473. You're still lying.
They're not letting up on anything.
99.9% of the people buying firearms are lying on the 4473.
Oh, for sure. Did you see? So the other thing that's going on that I saw Crump talking about is that the ATF said there's no such thing as solvent traps.
Yeah. Well, there isn't really. But
It's this goes back to it's not a firearm until it is a firearm. Plain and simple.
well, that's a suppressor way before it's a suppressor. Come on.
Yeah, that's what they said. Solvent traps are basically suppressors, and you can't have them. So if you have one and you try to register it, they won't
can't
allow
have
it, and then they will. Yeah, then they want
Probably
you to
public.
destroy it. Yeah, but they also want you to turn yourself in by if
no.
you're in doubt. You know what? If you're in doubt, just send us
if you're
some
down,
pictures
call the ATF.
and your address.
Call your local ATF.
Can I make a suggestion? If you're in doubt, when you're driving down the road and you see that guy scrapping on the side of the road, just toss it to him.
Give it to
He's
him.
gonna throw it in his aluminum bin and take it down and
shredded.
get a couple pennies for it, and he'd be happy as a mofo. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't do it. That's my thing that I would say to you. Just
They're
don't.
not worth it. If
You know
watch
what?
any of the
Like,
videos of guys that formed London, they don't work well. They're
Listen.
just not great.
Yeah, but as Biden said, don't. Just don't. You guys see that? Just don't.
I have another idea. Remember that one time that this person, I don't know if it was about immigration or what it was, and they were talking about bricks for the wall. So people started mailing this representative person bricks,
Oh my God.
and they got thousands of bricks.
Oh, good. So did they take those bricks and put them down at the wall?
If you don't want your solvent trap, you know what you can do?
What? What can you
Just
do?
don't put your return label on it. That's all.
Send it to an ATF congressman. I don't know. Where are we going with this?
Yeah, Walt, where are you going?
Give
Melt
it
it down
back
into
to 'em. Give
melt
it
it
to
into
'em.
bullets. Melt it
Let
into
them be in
bullets.
possession. Just don't put your.
Well, see, that's the funny thing is it doesn't matter what they're in possession of, right?
Yeah, no one's
It's
gonna
totally
press
good for
charges.
them.
Yeah.
They make all
This
kinds of-
Santos guy is gonna catch no charges and no jail time.
Correct.
No, he's not going to go to jail. They might throw him out, but he's not going to jail.
Yeah. No charges, no jail
The
time.
best thing you can do to somebody like that, you don't have to throw them in jail. Just remove all their privileges. Once you remove the privilege, a lot of people, it's done. They're over.
Yeah, that guy was a scammer in the first place. So
It's like when you pull a license from a doctor or a lawyer, and they can't practice, so they can't poke needles in people. They're over. What do?
Yeah.
You can't do anything else.
move to Mexico and still practice. Yeah.
Go to Mexico. Yeah.
That's how you do it. Still do plastic surgery for Mexico. Okay, go ahead. Show us what is this now? What you got?
This is the Arcus. The Arcus was made in Bulgaria. The Arcus is basically a double-action high power.
Ah.
Yeah. The Arcus was bought by the Iraqi police to use also.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
They-
one
they-
of us, I think, had a high power. He's on the screen right now.
Let's not talk about it.
I do have one. I mentioned to you guys about the deal in the World War II guns. You know what happened?
What?
I got outbid. It was a high power that had Luger. It was Nazi marked high power made in Belgium. And
Oh, Belgium, no
and-
less.
yeah, a real one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
with a holster, no bullet holes, and this other Hungarian pistol that I wasn't real familiar. I think it was a Model 37, and it was really nice with a holster also. But somebody outbid me.
So let me ask you, like the Nazi stuff. Obviously, you're not going to get that many of those out there. I don't know if anyone's just randomly
there's
marking
lots
stuff, but those tend to be more expensive, right? With that.
Got that little Waffen stamp on it.
Oh, okay.
And I
Yeah.
had to look at it literally with a magnifying glass to see it. That's how weak it was. But it was there. Yeah. So.
So how much did you get outbid by in the next 15 seconds?
I don't know. I didn't ask. The nice lady that brought him by said, I would have rather had you have him because you look like you were really interested in him. But somebody bid more, so.
She wanted money she didn't care about.
Yeah. Whoever gave the most money. We'll be right back. Coming right back. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. You know, we need to get Rob on, see what the state of the crypto market is. I heard that Bitcoin and all that's coming back. So I need to.
I feel like Bitcoin is one of those. If there's uncertainty in the market, people move over to cryptos.
Yeah.
Just a guess, though.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much what's happening. You know what I was going to say, Walt? The other guy who outbid you might have been given the old sausage to the. You know,
I think the owner of the woman was 90-something years old.
Well,
The owner of the gun.
Hey. Hey, you don't know. There are people
not
that
for a
that.
pistol.
Yeah.
Not for a pistol. A little bit.
you know,
less money.
ladies are no different from the men when it comes to this stuff. Now, just so everyone knows, Real Cujo brought this up earlier. Not moi, not me. He brought it up, Lola, when you want to go take issue with someone about this story. Woman caught performing intimate act near families on Georgia Beach is seen in new body cam breaking down while telling the cops she was stressed. Really?
This is the one that shot herself?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. So this was a couple of years ago
She
that this
killed
happened.
herself?
Yeah, yes.
Holy shit! I
unfortunately.
didn't know that part of the story. I watched the body cam video today, and I was like, okay, what was she
So
doing
unfortunately, I don't think she was doing anything wrong. Well, there was
wrong?
families.
You can't do that in public. Go home.
Yeah, there was families
bathroom.
around. Yeah, there were families around and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, dude.
and yeah, you know,
If
I
a
mean,
man was caught doing that in public, he would be a pedophile. So
straight to prison. Yeah,
straight to prison on the sex offenders list. So no, women should not get a pass just because they're women.
yeah. So unfortunately, I mean,
Diddling your diddle on the
yeah.
beach.
And this is terrible to hear, but it was the public shaming of it says here led her to commit suicide. Unfortunately,
Wow, I didn't know
you
that
know,
part.
yeah.
Golly.
If anything happens to you that you feel this bad about in life, you know, unless you're like a terrorist or you did something to kids, you know, look for help before you do that kind of stuff. And if you happen to be like this lady, for example, there's plenty of guys out there that'll be willing to
Well, let's take care of that need right away.
do it with you on the beach or anywhere. What if it was like two consenting adults on the beach? You still getting locked up? Probably.
You need to have your.
depending on
Say you need to have your pee spanked a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what they were doing.
I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what's going on, Walt.
I know that, but you need to have a little bit.
You can't throw oil on the fire, Walt.
They just can't look the other way. You know?
No, there have to be consequences for things like this.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that she off herself.
Yeah, that's
over it.
well.
That
I mean,
seems
I guess
crazy.
like nowadays, you know, this kind of stuff doesn't go away. Now,
Unless
when
she
you do
was,
things, it lives
unless they
forever.
were going to register her as a pedophile or something.
Oh, I don't know, but I think, well, first of all, they're more lenient with women. She was doing it by herself. I don't think she was out there, you know. But the thing is that things just don't go away, man. And everyone can Google you and come up with shit in this time, and that's probably it's tough for some people unless you have no shame. You know, that's the thing. So, but yes, there's it's unfortunate to hear that kind of stuff. That's all. Okay, Walt, back to guns. Go ahead. I'll let you describe this.
Guns, not somebody doing their business on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I mean, you can if you want.
I'm just saying, you know how many lonely dudes are out there nowadays? I don't know, like, what the thing is going on in this
How many
world.
lonely chicks there is.
Yeah, there's a lot of lonely dudes, lots of lonely chicks. Somebody needs to put all these people together. You know, that's the tough thing out there.
Just don't do it out on the beach in public.
Yeah,
Don't do it
if
on the
you-
beach. Wait till it gets dark or something.
If you're going to handle your own business, do it in the privacy of your own home before you go out. You know, before you go out the door, rub a few out, then go out the door like a normal person and behave yourself. All right, go ahead, Walt.
This is not an original Liberator. This was a reproduction Liberator, but fully functional.
Very
the
cool.
originals don't last more than like 100 rounds before they fall apart. So
Yeah, we
No,
actually
they're not-
shot this one, right? We did, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
they're not made
Yeah,
to.
it's
They're
not-
not designed to.
It's not very pleasant to shoot, but
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a weapons upgrade, that's what it's for. You know, so You walk up, you do a little dirty business, and you take the other
And then
guy's
you
gun.
got whatever gun is in front of you.
Yeah.
You know.
Whether it's an MP40 or a K98 or a Luger,
Mhm.
you get a weapons upgrade.
So in World War II, are there stories about like people using these and
Never.
upgrading? Oh, okay.
Liberators got dumped in the ocean.
No.
They made
Why?
They made a lot of them, and they really never. I don't think they ever really dropped them. So
Nope, they made a shit ton of them. They never dropped them, and then they said, "We got so many of these sitting in boxes in storage. What are we going to do? Oh, the war's over. Dump them in the ocean."
Oh wow.
So this is
Yep.
came in a wax cardboard box.
Yeah.
This is a reproduction box.
They even went to the extent of making like generic pictographic instructions to show you how to use it, so you didn't have to have a language barrier or nothing like that. It's just this is how you do it. This is how you load it. Pictures
Yeah.
and whatnot.
We could use those right now. We could just drop those into Hamas territory and tell the people,
No.
you don't want to be,
No.
you don't. Yeah, if the people want to get rid of Hamas, just to get rid of them. That's how you got to get rid of them. I'm sure they control the guns over there as well, man. You know.
Here you go.
You don't want to get the living daylights bombed out of you. Get rid of the horrible people in the village. Oh, here's the instructions.
Oh, you have the one with the box and everything?
Yeah, it's a reproduction with a box.
Yeah, I didn't know the reproductions had the boxes. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, so it's got all the pictographs of like how to use it, how to quickly get it, put it behind somebody's ear, and then you got yourself a K98 sort of thing.
That's,
You know,
that's a general.
it's still not
Yeah.
easy. It's still not easy in Israel for people to get guns. That's crazy.
I don't see how that's my problem. Maybe they shouldn't
Yeah.
elect people
No.
that are anti-gun.
If you
and
don't,
live-
if they don't learn from that, then they get what they get.
Yeah,
Should be
I can't
guns
help
for
you there.
everyone. Yeah. Second Amendment. Freedom, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. More people need to adopt that around the world.
They
know.
they haven't learned from their own history, and until they learn from their own history, they're doomed to repeat it, as they say.
Mhm.
So
It's the way it goes.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Surrounded by
contend
your
you have to
enemy. Why would you
you
not
have to
want
be able to
everybody?
get rid of the bad people, and that's for every country, including America. When there's a lot of bad people running shit, doing lots of horrible things, at some point you got to get. That's like the basic rules of a village, right?
Yes, yeah, you kick those people out.
Oh no, if someone was really okay. If you're bad, you might get kicked out. Well, first of all, if you're a pain in the ass for the village, you get your ass kicked.
Yes.
Then the next level is they tell you, okay, don't come back, leave, and don't come back to this village. The next level is they take you out somewhere and you don't come back.
You get dispatched.
You know, so this is what's missing in the world today. This is what's
just a
missing.
little kindness. That's what we need. A little more kindness.
It is a kindness. It is a kindness. You know, because I don't understand. So I don't know. I think I sent this to you guys, but you might not have seen it, right? But this was interesting to me. I'm not a big fan of Conor McGregor. I don't know if you guys are a Conor McGregor
Oh, I
fan
saw
or
that
not.
what he said. Yeah.
But it was interesting that Conor McGregor was flaming the Prime Minister of Ireland over his response to Hamas release of a child hostage, right? So he
yeah,
was
just basically.
he was downplaying the kidnapping, and what's the minister's name is Leo Varadkar, and he called him a disgrace because he said, "Oh, this child was lost and now she's found."
Yeah, that's not lost.
To describe, that's insane. That's insane. None of these kids, none of these people, none of these grandparents,
lost.
that they weren't lost, and they're not found.
Yeah,
They are
we knew they were.
literally hostages that had to watch their family members being slaughtered in front of them. Then were kept, that were taken hostage by these people, and now are being ransomed back. So but it's interesting how, people around the world are characterizing that particular thing. So Conor McGregor obviously pissed off at that.
Well, he's also pissed off because Ireland's having some fun right now.
Oh yeah, I saw there were
Ireland's learning
riots
about
and shit.
multiculturalism right now.
Yeah, it's getting look like I
Well,
said. Like I
Well,
said. When you have people in the village,
we don't
that
belong
don't-
there.
no, listen. If they don't
not
act
belong
right,
there.
if they don't act right, you got to deal with them.
You
I
have
said,
to become part of the village. If you cannot
Yeah.
become part of the village, you do not belong.
yeah, if you cannot be assimilated,
Well, I
then
mean,
you
if you
should.
can't act, let's be straight up. If you can't act like a human, then guess what?
Yeah, well, who wants you
You
in the
get treated
village?
like a dog.
Yeah,
So,
who wants you? Who's gonna let people? Would you let random crazy ass people off the streets into your house? The minute someone starts acting crazy in your house, they need to get the hell out.
my camera was working really well until I told them they work like they act like dogs, and now my
Oh,
camera.
now you froze.
up.
Now you froze. I think you hit something. That you got like a broken wire or something over there.
I ain't got no
So that's why you're frozen. Let me see. You're frozen in a good position. You don't look crazy like you usually do when it freezes. Okay, he's gonna dial back in. So what gun stuff was on your radar, Patrick? Or you're just trying to avoid guns because you don't want to buy any?
There's nothing that I really
But
want.
that's how
So
it goes.
well, I got to do some horse
Okay,
trading
so-
now because his friend wants to get rid of this Firestar that he just picked up.
Oh, he wants to get rid of
No.
it. You know what, Patrick? We can help you out there, man. Don't horse trade.
Oh yeah, no, I wish he would trade off the Smith 1940 the Smith, what's it, 25-6 I think is what it is. It's a 45 ACP Smith. That's a Smith & Wesson 1917 is a dream gun. That's a bucket list gun.
Okay.
So
Which one?
So what's the one he's trying to
1917,
get?
the
What's he
45
trying to get?
ACP, World War I, World War II gun.
Okay.
Bucket list.
What's he trying to get rid of?
He was saying he might get rid of the Firestar, which that was that metal Star Model B thing. Fantastic gun. I've been wanting one, so we'll trade for it. They don't bring in a
I call
huge
dibs.
huge amount of money anyways.
Yeah, Patrick, we call dibs. You don't
On
need it.
what?
You don't need it. You don't need
Hey,
it.
no, free labor for guns is a great deal.
Labor. Oh, okay.
You don't need it, Patrick. You don't need it.
Okay.
Somebody let that gun go to someone who needs it more than you.
Oh yes, yes. It's the savior of the gun race.
There's no way.
I think
There's
there's
no.
more needy children in this country that need that firearm.
There's no way in hell Patrick is gonna let that go.
There's gun hungry kids in Detroit. Come on.
Yeah, Detroit that need that Star Model.
Yeah,
B.
think about poor Chromie V, man. If you do this, he won't be able to get his formula.
Oh God, he will. Well, we don't get formula. Remember that's made.
He gets it
Cow is here
natural.
to stay.
Yeah. It springs from the natural well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I was hearing Chromie V making noise in the
He's,
background before.
he's out. I think.
I'm just
Or
I'm
probably
surprised
too
how much
loud.
of the abundance of videos of women nursing their kids there is on all over the internet.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's very unusual. I don't know why anybody.
I
would
mean,
be doing that.
and it's like some of them are like purposely. One boob's out, the other kid's on it, and they're like, "Hey, check it out. Check out."
There's also a real unusual thing with ladies breastfeeding their kids well beyond the time they should be breastfeeding.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
bad. That's nasty.
What do you
That's
think is the
weird.
cutoff? What do you think is the cutoff age for breastfeeding?
1 year.
A
When
year.
those teeth
Okay.
get really gnarly.
So not
Nope,
six,
done.
not 6 years old.
Oh, that's pervert. That's how you create a little
That's
pervert.
not that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
That
weird.
is.
So let me ask you, what about the converse of that? Is it weird for someone who never breastfed?
No.
Is
It
that
is
weird?
weird to me if you have the ability to, but you chose not to.
No,
If you
that's-
don't, have
I
the
never
ability to,
did. I never did. That's
Did your mom have the?
yeah.
did
Oh,
she?
for sure. Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's weird.
yeah.
I feel like that's a nurturing.
For sure.
That's part of,
We didn't get along from the beginning. That's my mom's
Okay,
famous.
clearly.
That's my mom's famous story about me. That I'm like her easiest kid to carry. She worked up to the day she had me. She went to the hospital. Boop! I just came out. She said I never breastfed. I never followed her instructions.
I don't think I was either. Actually,
Yeah. So, but my I
believe
had an
was
older
older.
brother. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and they all did.
I was breastfed until 6 months, and then formula took over. It was mix of and formula took over. And that's how at least that's what I was told.
One of my nephews in England, he breastfed. He was like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. He was like old.
No, that's
Yeah, it was
that's-
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what the hell?
Year
What?
old.
Yeah, that's how you make a psycho serial killer.
Yes, that's
right
how you
there.
make a serial killer weirdo.
Yeah, that's how that gets developed. Or some kind of superhuman being that the planet has never seen.
Okay, DCG44 is asking me any opinion on a Mauser M2 pistol.
I've never shot one.
M2.
Walter has one, right?
A Mauser M2 pistol?
M2.
The 32 ACP?
That's not the one I have, I don't think.
Okay, then I'm thinking of a different gun.
I gotta look and see what it looks like.
Pistola Mauser 22? Is it this? This thing? Mauser model M2?
Oh, I've never seen that before. That must be a new gun.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing. That's weird.
I have no opinion of it really because I'm not familiar with it. So it looks like maybe like a striker fired or a hammer fired double action only, maybe, or maybe it is striker fired. I don't know. Really don't.
Huh.
Not it's nice clean lines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Huh. Flying Rich says feed till 60. Rich would say some shit like that.
Bless your heart.
He said he missed seeing his new gun. Here's your new gun right here. I got your gun. I got your gun right here.
Right.
There you go. Boom. It's got a nice little rubber band on it too from HK, just in case you don't know.
Is this actually getting transferred to somebody?
Yeah, this is Rich. Yeah, this belongs to Rich.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this came into our FFL for Rich. He bought this right here when he was on air last Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
And it came in. Yeah. Oh, PSA delivers quickly.
Yeah, they don't screw around.
Yeah, they don't mess around. It came in with the quickness. So there you go, Rich. It's really nice. Actually 2 magazines, not 3. There wasn't 3 magazines in there, Rich. No.
Yeah, you just paired one off for a little extra profit.
No, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. I'll sell you an extra magazine, but there was only 2 in there. But if no, your gun and your magazines are here, Rich. And actually, it looks good. I like this color. This gray is nice.
You know what those guns all remind me of? They all share the similarities of Walther's.
Yes.
Walther? Yeah.
I see Walther HK styling on all those German guns.
Mm-hmm.
They have that same look about them.
What is this? Edward Andrews says, my gift for this December 25th, hopefully. Can't find one. Chiappa Double Badger Folding Shotgun? Huh.
The Chiappas are kind of neat.
Is it Chiappa? That's how you're supposed to say it?
It is Chiappa. It's Italian. It's pronounced Chiappa. Yeah. I learned
fuck's sake.
I learned that recently. It's pronounced Chiappa. Yep.
Huh.
Now, us lowly, shitty Americans call it Chiappa because you know how we unwashed we are.
If you say it like you've been learned in school how to say it, that's Chi.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yes, because I have Italian friends. Yes, that's how you say it. Right. You're absolutely right. That's how you say it. Okay.
Yeah.
I learned it only recently. I still say Chiappa.
Yeah, I hate this freaking thing. This is freaking criminal that you got to put I'm over 18.
Yeah.
It's just
that is
not cool.
Thanks to California.
Okay, this is what he's talking about. Let's see if I can get this to go bigger.
Over and under. Yeah.
Over under. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I have a really cool one.
It's 20 gauge. It's 20 gauge.
I have a really neat one named, created, I guess, by Safety Harbor Firearms.
You got a 20 gauge?
No, it's the 410 over under a 22.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very interesting tax stamp that they sent me, and I'm not going to talk to the ATF about it, but I can tell you that the tax stamp is not what I expected. You pay one price and you expect to get a stamp that has that price tag on the stamp. That's not the stamp they sent me, and it's okay. It's none of their business because they can't have it back.
This is becoming a mystery.
I bet I know.
Now Walter should know because he did the transfer.
Okay, yeah, that's the M4 survival carbine. Or survival
yep. Or M6 Scout.
M6, okay, yeah, from Armalite. Right.
The one that I have was from Springfield.
Bad words! Don't say it too loud.
I know. It was a CZ. It was a Czechoslovakian import, I believe, is what I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
see.
Oh, we still have 30. I heard the beep and I thought we had no time, but no, we still.
Oh
have
no,
30
we got 25 seconds.
Yeah, the ATF does make mistakes, and I'm not sending his tax stamp back. So, but it's papered. It's all papered legal.
Yeah, it's set in stone
right,
now.
yeah.
It's set in stone.
Yeah, somebody licking stamps that day licked the wrong one and put it on the paper.
Looking more than stamps.
I don't know how they did it.
They were at the glory hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, so we're back here. Waltz, do you guys still have that Black Friday thing going on the hoodies?
Cyber Monday.
not officially, no. I don't
Oh,
think so.
okay, all right. I was
It's
just gonna,
Cyber Monday.
yeah, Cyber Monday. I was gonna show this picture of the hoodies
Yeah,
over there.
I'm not sure if it's still open or not. I'd have to look at the website.
Okay,
but,
yeah, we got to go look at stemparts.com.
But if you probably complain a little bit, you probably get it for that price too.
Who are you complaining to?
But that's for another conversation.
Oh,
So,
okay. So let's see here. Okay, so if you're looking for the hoodies, you go to STEM Parts, and right up there is the field hoodie, and boom, there you go. It's 105.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, the sale is off. So I hope you guys. I didn't get a chance to tell everyone about the sale, so you need to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the next sale. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, there
When
could
that
be one
happens.
coming up soon. We have Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, something I want to show you. Let me get it real quick. This is from
Oh.
my other son and his business. This is cool, and this is definitely Christmas. So
This
I'll
is
get
from. Oh, okay. This is from Spencer. I'm taking it. So Armand Axis says, I didn't buy anything today online. Did I miss something? Laugh out loud. Cyber Monday, whatever. Yeah, trust me, there's going to be sales going from now until the end of the year. I don't know how the shopping went out there for people. You were talking about Best Buy. I'll tell you something. Like, Best Buy has disappointed me. They don't have anything in the store, apparently, except those TVs. The last time I went to Best Buy looking for camera stuff, they don't have anything.
They don't carry
There
a whole
anymore.
lot of inventory right now.
No, they don't carry inventory. They're just carrying TVs all up in there. So that's
I wonder if that's all
interesting.
people are buying.
Perhaps. I guess everything else is online for them, and they just don't keep the inventory in store. So, all right, Walt, you look like you're about to show us something. Oh, look at that Christmas tree.
The latest and greatest from Lion Keller Art, my son Spencer, is the Christmas tree.
Oh, very nice. That's cool.
And if you can see, you can't really see
I
it
like
on
it.
here, but the ornaments on it are kind of different because this one over on the other side is a skull. That's a little skull right on
You know what? Send me a picture of it. I'll show it.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
take a picture.
LionKellerArt.com. As I was saying in my quick little promotional short, Christmas trees are expensive. You can't afford. I even know what a Christmas tree costs this year, but I don't want to go look because I'll probably be shocked. But if you can't afford a big one, you can certainly afford a little one. So pick you up a Christmas tree pin.
That's the way to go about it. That's the way to do it. So Lion Keller Art, that's where you need to go. On Instagram. Let's see. Oh, I don't see it on it's not on the Instagram.
.com. It's
Oh.
on the .com.
Okay, it's on the .com. All
I
right,
don't know
I'm
why
gonna
it
go
doesn't have
pull.
one on Instagram yet, but I also
All
did a
right.
short.
I'll tell him to pull it, or you tell him to put that up on.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'll have to bitch at him. These are hot off the airplane yesterday, or hot off the
sweet.
airplane over the weekend. So
Yeah.
came out really well.
Okay. Yeah, so you got to find LionKellerArt.com. Let's see if I can find it here and pull up the page. Then I'll show you. Oh, here we go. Boom. There's the website right
Yeah,
there.
there's
So if
the
you
Christmas
guys
tree.
want to
It is
support
on sale. All the pins are on sale right now.
the young entrepreneur Keller, that's where you go to. Oh, okay, yeah, it is on sale. Look at Spencer giving a discount on something. Oh my God.
Yeah, well,
And yeah, look, there's the skull right there. Boom.
look at that little skull there, the green skull, which is another
does he
pin.
put a skull on everything or something?
What's that?
Does he put like a skull on everything, or is that a thing?
Um,
Because that should be a thing. That'd be very cool.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very nice, very nice. So there you go. That's the place to go. He's got a lot of other cool stuff on there. I've got most of these. I don't have the Christmas tree, but that is cool.
Yeah, that is brand new. So
Yeah, so there you go. All right. I'm sure the next time I see him, he will. He's becoming a salesperson.
he's trying.
Yeah.
I mean, he brings his pins with him, and he gets around people, even people he don't know. He goes, "Hey, look what I'm doing."
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey."
Yeah, I think this is good. Before this, basically, Spencer doesn't give a crap about you if you're a dude.
It's the way of the world.
If you're a dude, he basically gave two shits.
Upcharges. It's like a bar.
If you're a chick, very nice. Spencer pours on the charm.
That's right.
So, but now since he started doing the pins, though, before he gets snooty with you, he brings out the pins.
He'll tolerate you for a certain amount of time.
Unless you don't buy pins. If you don't buy the pins,
No, you're done.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with you. But you know what? I don't blame him. You got to be, you got to be a sales shark. You know what I mean? So, you got to keep it moving.
You just can't be like openly
horrible.
Rude. Yeah.
I think he's learning, though. I think he's learning how to be political.
A little. It takes a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where he got that from. I wonder who that came from. It's definitely not.
No.
That didn't come from Peggy. That did not come from Peggy. Peggy is so sweet and nice.
Yeah. I mean,
that came from one person. Let's see if we could figure out who that person is.
I am a little sometimes. Like if I don't have anything. Okay, you're standing around with a bunch of people and you really don't have anything to do with them, per se. Are you just going to go up and do small talk and look like a, I mean...
No, I understand, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we got something to chat about, let's talk. But, if we're just going to go, hey, man, how's the weather? It's like, oh, fuck off.
Walter, you go to fuck off mode very quickly.
Very fast.
Yeah. I've seen it. Trust me. That when you were trying to fix the tractor the last time, Walter went to fuck off mode very fast.
Everybody was telling me what to do. You got about five. You got three in the kitchen. I gotta try this, do that, move here, go there, and like stop fucking talking to me.
But you know what? Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Hey, nail that way. No, nail that way. No, you're doing it wrong. It's like,
yeah. Patrick, you should have been there. It would have been awesome.
I was not, thankfully.
Yeah. It would have been fantastic.
That thing went right together. Boom, 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 just like I thought it would.
Right.
And well, we were down the road, so.
Yeah. No. Very good. Okay, so you know what? What's the plans for Christmas? What are you guys getting up to? I know it's a little early, but we're really close to Christmas time is approaching here, and I'm not sure how many shows we're gonna do. We're probably not doing one around. I gotta look at the calendar.
Well, if you're in Tampa again next weekend, Safety Harbor has decided they're gonna have their holiday parade on the 2nd of fucking December.
Holy moly!
On the 2nd.
Wait, that's a Sunday. Yeah.
That's Saturday. This coming Saturday, I got to do a parade and a party. I'm not ready for that. I really isn't.
Well, actually, yeah, this weekend I'm going to be hanging out with Sam Andrews. Actually, I just realized that.
St. Augustine area.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some stuff with Sam Andrews, doing some videos over there. I might go live. We'll see how the internet looks.
You can get Sam to go live with you?
Yeah, he did it before, so we might do it again.
Wait, you said this weekend you're going to be there?
Yeah. Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna at least Friday. I'll be there. Friday, maybe Saturday. I'll be there making some videos with Sam. I'm gonna try to keep them short and stuff like that. We do have some. There's a big long video that we did that has been on the editing table for, I don't know, 2 years or something at this point.
Oh, come on.
But I'm gonna do some stuff that we could actually get out there. The last time I saw him, I got most of that stuff out. So there's a few other things. Right now, my son is working on some stuff that. Who did I do videos with? Was it Patrick or Walter? It must have been Walter.
I haven't been there for ages, I feel like.
Not to do a video. You were here doing stuff by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I haven't done a video with you in ages.
So that's Walter, me and Walter. We have to all get together and make some videos before it gets hot.
I'm whatever weekend y'all pick, I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean, it's freaking cold right now.
As long as it's not the 2nd, with the Christmas parade on the 2nd of December.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, last year they had it like on the 11th, I think, and that was early enough.
So we're definitely going to do... Are we going to do the typical New Year's Eve thing here or something?
What day is New Year's on?
So New Year's itself looks like it's going to be a Monday. The day. So the eve is going to be like a... Right? Is the eve... No, wait, hold on.
I will be coming back to town, I think, maybe on New Year's Day.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Because we're going to go away after Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we're going to have to figure out that schedule. Well, actually... Yeah, I may not be here that either because I'm spending Christmas time with my in-laws.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, but not where they are, not in Maryland or Virginia. I'm going to be in Orlando with my in-laws.
A remote location.
Yes. We decided to go to neutral ground.
Neutral ground.
So
Hollow.
Do we have to have the Qatar government negotiate this thing?
It may get there. It may get there. But basically, so like Lola, our timeshare, she's got these 2 apartments, and we're all going to be hanging out. So the boys will be there, and then my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, my younger brother-in-law, and Lola and myself will be hanging out, celebrating Christmas in Orlando. So that might be cool. I've done it with the kids when they were younger. You know, you can go to like Universal or Disney. I don't think I'm doing Disney. I'm not giving Disney any of my money. So, I mean, Universal's no better. Doesn't Disney own Universal also nowadays?
No.
Oh, okay, separate, right? Okay.
They're still separate.
Yeah, so we'll be hanging out doing that. So we'll see if I survive. How long can I not say some shit? That's the question.
I just don't give a...
Oh, do you have to deal with your in-laws? I don't think so.
Most of my family is conservative, I think, so I never have to deal with it.
My mother-in-law does not put up any fight about anything, so I mean, you can try to get her going, but it's a moot point. Yeah. She won't.
The last time my mother-in-law was here, remember I told you guys there was a fox out there, and I got my 300 blackout to go get him.
And she goes, no.
Yeah, and then she texts Lola. And tattles on me to Lola.
Kill a fox? You already know foxes kill. They would eat the squirrels if you let them. You ain't got no chickens. If you had chickens, I'd say you could kill the fox. But you ain't got no chickens.
Oh, okay.
Let that fox be. Coyotes are a different story.
If it's a coyote, then you're game on.
Yeah, there was coyotes, all that stuff going on out here.
Foxes will not be fuffing with coyotes. They're 2 separate things. They don't like each other.
They might have taken... One of you was here. Maybe it was Walter that was here when we saw that same fox. Remember that, Walt? Or was it... I think you were here. I think that was you. Yeah.
I don't think
there was like a fox out there or something like that. But anyway, there's definitely been a bumper crop of squirrels over here. I could tell you that.
They're looking for your R8.
Yeah, it's a bumper crop. I can look at the squirrels growing, like 2-3 of them just going around the trees, and I was like, oh my god. These squirrels...
They got a wire addiction, wire insulation addiction.
Yeah, man, it's pretty bad. So, what are you guys getting up to? What are you doing? What are you guys doing for the holidays?
New Orleans.
Oh, you're going to New Orleans? Okay,
we,
cool.
we always, now that we have the first baby, we host Christmas morning. So we're going to be hosting here. Everybody
cool.
coming up. We are, baby and I will be driving to Tampa on Christmas Eve. because my grandmother historically hosted Christmas Eve. So my grandfather is now taking that over since she passed. So we're going to continue that at their house for Christmas Eve, Noche Buena. But we're going to do Christmas Day here. That's the tradition. We got the baby. Everybody's got to come to us. I ain't driving.
Oh, okay.
Does your family in town do all the traditional like Cuban type stuff for Christmas, like food and stuff?
We used to when I was really little, and my grandmother hosted all that stuff. Yeah, we did all of it in Tampa.
Roast pork and all
then,
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
She got. Yeah. We did that. So we did all that Christmas with pork and all the good stuff, black beans and rice. I guess this last couple of years I've been cooking black beans and rice, so I'll be cooking that. We're trying to keep the tradition the best we can to keep my grandfather going. But no, my grandmother used to do like all of it. She did all the cooking and everything. So we have.
It's gonna be so. Chromie V, his first Christmas. What are you thinking about? He's not gonna watch this, except in the future.
He has no idea. I mean, I think he's too young to really know anything about anything. So, but we're gonna have fun. He's gonna have all the family here. We're gonna eat breakfast.
Get him a fresh box.
Yeah, absolutely. I get him a brand new box, and he'll be totally happy to just sit inside of it.
Yeah. How's the dog? You still have that dog, or what's the deal with that? Okay.
He's here. Big dog is here. We're still looking for a home for Cooper. If anybody wants him, we are still trying to find him a home. He is learning to be potty trained. He's getting much better at it. He's learned to sit, and he now knows that food comes from humans, and if I want food, I have to give you... Let me see if I can show you. If I want treats...
Puppy dog face?
Those are the eyes that he gives you. He is an excellent creature. He's working on house training. But beyond that, he's a really, really good dog.
Oh, that's good.
We don't have the yard. The problem is we don't have the space. We need to find somebody that has a big backyard or like 5 acres of land. And
damn it, I don't know anyone like that.
That would be optimal. We don't have the big backyard, so that's the one thing. But he is a wonderful dog. Absolutely wonderful.
Armament and Axis says, my plans for Christmas and New Year's, hopefully we get a bunch of people over here and make some music. That would be cool. So
yeah, there you go.
Is Dark still in the chat? He had mentioned he was looking at it. Maybe I could convince him to come pick up a dog.
Oh, Dark, I don't know if he's still out there. Let us know if you're still out there lingering, Dark.
I'm just going to text him that picture I just showed off.
Oh, what do you guys get up to in New Orleans, Walt? What do you guys do what's a New Orleans Christmas?
It's probably going to be two parts of the families, 2 parties, 2 gatherings. There's the Peggy's mom's side of the family. Then there's Peggy's brothers and all that other side. They're all one side, all one family, but they're 2 different parties. So.
Okay, so there's the good side and the evil side, basically.
No, well, not so much. No.
No, I've met them. They're all cool, but they all do their own, like a separate thing.
Yeah, there's the Smith party, then there's the Howley party. So.
The window is open up here, and it is getting cold.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold out here.
I am so cold, and I have short sleeves. I'm getting so cold. Sorry, Walter.
No, it's cold out here. I'm in the van. I'm freezing, and
it's so cold. It's going to be in the 30s tonight, I think.
Oh my goodness.
No, that cold?
It's cold
up here. I think it's going to hit the 30s.
It's going to be 40 something up there. That's what my dad said. 40 something. So.
Let's see. It's 49 right now, and the low for tonight is only 45. Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
No, the lows for the next tomorrow night and Wednesday night are 35.
Yeah, it's like 51 here right now.
I gotta go. I had a fire going downstairs. Probably beautifully warm downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm just a little warm in the office where it's cold.
What in the hell is going on?
Slightly warmer at Camp Keller, supposedly. It's like 41.
Yeah.
So.
I think we're going down to 43. That's the low. 43 here.
Chilly.
Yeah.
Chilly. And the humidity is up, so it's even colder.
Yeah, I had to turn on the heat, and the heat from an AC is never good because it's always it's a burning, horrible
Dries
smell.
You out so bad. I hate it.
Yeah. So just triple up the blankets, basically.
I am one of those that I would rather sleep where I'm tripled up on blankets than have the heat on. I hate the heat.
Armament Axis says cold. Ha ha ha. I got to check,
it's not
and I
cold.
think it's
That's not
20. He says it's 20 degrees.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but you don't got humidity. The humidity is what's killer. When we go to North Carolina, I can wear shorts in 30-degree weather, or short sleeves in 30-degree weather, because there's no humidity. It's dry. It doesn't feel the same. This humidity gets into your bones.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy's brother has a place up in Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is supposed to be 27 for the high and 15 for the low.
Mm. No thanks.
Oh,
And
my God.
40% chance of snow, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be snow around the country this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend coming up. Oh, yeah, it's going to snow. It's going to snow. I can't wait to see all those pictures of it snowing and then send pictures of how nice it is in Florida to all the people, that are complaining. Like Kansas and all that, Iowa,
I
Indiana.
Like I'd much rather have the cold over the heat. I enjoy the cold.
Yeah, I like it when it's like this. I could throw on a jacket, I probably sleep better too. You can
Oh, yeah, I do 100% better.
Yeah, get a nice sleep.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
That's right, Safety Harbor Firearms.
You know it, baby. You know
Where's
it.
that picture? And because that's where you're going to get this from right here. Boom!
Up! And we
There
do
you go.
have the compact entry stocks in stock for the MP5K and the full-size MP5. And it surprises me how many people don't know which gun they have.
Yeah, I thought we did a video. Is that video not up? The video that we did of this? It's recently.
I've got to do another one. I've got to make a
Holy
video.
moly!
Holy moly! I got to do a one for stupid HK owners. I got to do that.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna love it.
Well, I understand people get excited and buy things, and they just like right now the short little Ks are on sale that don't have the threads on the barrel for $8.99. So
That's from PSA.
The PSA has them. I just saw AIM Surplus has them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, and I get it. People buy it and they don't know what they got, and they
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's a lot out there if you're not deep into HK.
But when you order a stock from somebody and you send it to them and they get it, this is not the stock I wanted. And it's like, well, do you know what the fuck you want? I mean, it's like, what do you got? Oh, I don't know. It's like,
okay, do you remember those instructions you had for the Liberator?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to make some instructions like that for these stocks.
Is it again? It's all about the title.
The title of it is WTF HK. What the fuck?
Basically, it should be, is there a top pin? That's really the only thing you need to know. Is there a top pin? One pin or two?
One pin for a full-size H and 2 pins for a K.
So there you go. How many pins? But can you just write it down, post it everywhere?
But it's not H and K G3 2 pins. It's up and top and bottom 2 pins, or just one bottom 2 pin. Not forward or backwards 2 pins.
Okay, see, now you're getting confusing. You can't blame people for being confused about this shit.
The G3, the HK G3 and the Setme have a 2-pin bottom stock.
You know whether you have a full-size rifle or you have a 9mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If it's 9mm, it should be 1 on bottom or 1 on top and 1 on bottom.
Yeah. DCG44 says pictographs, and I agree. You need to dumb it down for the rest of us.
I've been wanting to make a real simple dumb it down video for a long time, and I was told I shouldn't do it because I was going to do it my way.
I was there when you were told. I was there when you were told not to do it, but I think right now you should just do it.
But I think it's necessary. I think it's really necessary. It's like, all right, I don't care if you got a PTR, you got an HK, you got a Zenith, you got a this is this and this is that.
Yeah.
So
listen, you have to do it and keep putting it out there. That's just the way that this stuff works. It's
I know every day there's new people to the whole thing. I know,
yeah.
I know.
Or even online where they're ordering, put the video right there on the website.
Yeah, we have pictures. Pictures are included.
But if you put that video, so you could take a hyperlink from wherever it is on YouTube and just put it right there in the place where they're ordering and say, before you order, please look at this video.
Please, 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 please.
Yes, that's the way you have to do it. That's the way you have to do it for the people. Most people are going to try to ask you on Facebook, which good luck to you if you're trying to get in touch with Walter through Facebook.
I don't do business on Facebook, okay?
Yeah. So you need to call the shop.
I mean, occasionally I'll do a mass answering of questions on Facebook, but I don't go there every day looking for or email. There's the old school sales at safetyfirearms.com. You know, that old thing, you know, old way of doing things.
DCG44 says, ordering instructions, send picture of your gun. Walter's not going to do it.
No, fuck no. You guys ever sit there all day long? Yeah, and then the dick pics that would come through as well.
No.
Yeah, I could just imagine. Or actually, yeah, wow, that's going to be... You'll enjoy that, Walter.
Could you imagine having to do that all day long?
Yeah, it can't be fun. Can't be fun. Now I'm getting hiccups. All right, listen, we got to wrap this up here. So let's do it like this. BabyFace P. Is there a steady stream of videos coming out from BabyFace P on YouTube, for crying out loud?
I have stuff in the garage. I've been on this thing of I haven't had motivation lately to go in the garage. I just need to get my ass up and go do it, and then the motivation will come. I know that, but
do we have to shame you into making some videos? I mean, you have there's no excuse right now.
I have a child to take care of, but yeah, I have no excuse because I don't even work. So
I already told you. You tie Chromie V up African style to your back.
Yeah.
And you get in there.
Yeah,
you get that work done. You get that work done.
I have a couple of things that are in the works. We need to still finish the 1890 pump action. I still haven't finished that. It's technically done, but I haven't finished the series, so I need to get that done. There's a bunch of stuff I need to get done. It's coming. I just need the motivation to get done. It's been tough. Getting motivation's been tough.
All right, understood. Motivate him by kicking his butt on Instagram or something like that, and telling him to get in there and make some videos.
I did just get a paycheck from Google, and that felt pretty good. It got a little bit of money in the bank. For the first time in like a year, I think I got some money from them finally.
Okay, it all stacked up. Yeah, it all stacked up, and they decided to cut you a check.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Walter, what about you? What you got?
What am I doing? What am I going? What am I going?
Yes.
Well, like I said before, the HK stocks are in stock. We are working on actually the first BNT stock. Metal's being cut right now.
Okay.
So I think that's for the APC-9. I think. Don't quote me, but it's one of the two 9mm ones that we had at the SHOT Show last year. Actually, we're finally getting around to cutting the metal, the aluminum and stuff. Safety Our Firearms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, along with Playa, and then you have Dirtfoot Racing, which is also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Check out my video of me running the little Chinese diesels on the corn oil from cooking turkeys on Thanksgiving.
That was cool.
That was fun.
It was a good video.
I did that last Saturday. I got inspired, to do it. So I can make that big Google check. You know what I'm saying? That big YouTube check. I've got two of them actually for $100. So I'm not.
Oh, cool! That's cool.
You know?
That's good money.
Yeah.
That buys guns. $200 buys guns.
$200 finances all kinds of frivolity. Yeah.
Good way of putting it. I like that.
At $200 probably bought that Bear Creek Arsenal upper. So
Yeah, there you go.
And we'll make a video with that. So I won't make any money because it's not monetized. But anyways,
are you going to? You're going to SHOT Show right next year?
Yeah.
We don't know. Oh, okay. You don't know yet.
The plan is to go to shot. We're probably going to make 2 new patches too. One another character with a 50 cal, and an SHF palm tree.
Okay. And you're supposed to be going to SHOT Show representing the Who Moved My Freedom and Hank Strange Media.
Yes.
Right at SHOT Show.
Yes.
So
that's things gel like they should gel, maybe.
Yes.
Anyways, and if that doesn't work, I'll have to go the old school route.
Okay.
We're not exhibiting there for folks that are going to go to the SHOT Show. We won't be there exhibiting.
No, Walter will be moving around, going live.
First time. Rich is supposed to be there too.
Oh,
Flying
no.
Rich, so we may be hanging and banging together, going out and annoying people.
Hey, you guys can do your thing. I won't judge. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
My wife will be along, so that's what's going to be happening in Vegas.
Okay.
Which is always nice. So that's what's going on with me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so on my part, you guys need to go check out, where I'm working on getting videos up on Hank Strange. We got this stuff up. This is going up on Who Moved My Freedom. And also, there's Stranger Palooza. Check it out. Look, we are approaching 40,000 subscribers.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we've got 422 videos out there, and we're over 10 million views, believe it or not.
That's freaking
on
awesome
the channel.
Too,
So yeah, you guys should go check that out. I've got some videos up there, like seeing the Cybertruck and talking about whether or not you should get RV insurance, a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of videos that are going up on the YouTube /Stranger Palooza that you guys can check out if you're missing me. But I've got stuff that will be going up everywhere. We're keeping this pumping here. So on behalf of Babyface P, Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms, and myself, big thanks to everyone out there. Good seeing you guys. I'll try to let you know. I'm going to try to keep the show going here as much as we can, but we're going to obviously have to take a couple of days off here for all the holidays and things like that are coming up. So we are out of here. Let me smash these buttons right now. See ya.